Hello, I am Signor Pepe, and you are listening to the Greek Godcast.
That's right.
Yeah. So, me and Jake have known each other for, oh shit, what?
And so you're what, 28, 29?
I'm 29.
29, I'm 31, so every bit of 20 years.
Yeah. We both grew up in Smackover. Everybody knows everyone. Everybody thinks they know everyone. And it's kind of one of those things. We never left the town, so therefore we never left each other in a way.
Well, guess what now, though? We never left. Where are we at now? We're both out of Smackover
Yeah.
now.
Well, I left because of a job. I got tired of driving 50 miles to work every day. Why'd you leave?
I left because I was tired of Smackover.
This is true. It's true. Smackover is sort of a bittersweet place.
Yeah, that and I wanted to get out in the country.
Yeah. It's a lot more quiet where you're at now.
You ain't lied, bud.
And you don't have to deal with the politics of Smackover.
Yeah, we'll leave that unnamed on some of them.
So, I was on. Jake randomly messaged me and sent me a video of weird baseball fields.
Did you check it out?
I did. Some of these people who designed these fields, I don't know. Folks, there was a baseball field literally under a bridge where cars could fly off and wreck and crush one of these kids.
Oh, which one was your favorite out of all of them? Before I tell you which one I liked.
I don't remember where it was, but there was, I guess it was a school building or an office building that was dead right center field. You had a normal left field, half of a normal center field, and then there's a building.
Yeah, that's probably my second favorite one. My favorite one was the 180 feet right field and 960 foot left field.
Yeah, and people actually play on these fields. Boy, if I'd have played on that one, I'd have had 30 homers because I could put one to right center.
Hey, I'll go and tell you. That field's the opposite of what you do now with people. When you put the bad kid in right field, you got to put him over here in left field.
Yeah, usually and that's what the guy said in the video, usually you put your worst guy in right field. But now you can't do that.
Not on that one.
No.
Nah. I guess technically you could because it's going to be jacked.
Yeah.
It gets that way.
Really, you could probably just put your second baseman out there and let him play deep, and you'd be all right.
Yeah, man. There was some good ones, though.
Yeah, there was one where the team's high school track ran through, it was almost to second base. It ran all the way through the outfield and almost touching second base. And you thought, okay, maybe there's a logical reason if the track was flat. There was a concrete lip around the whole track. So there's a chance that you'd have some fat, uncoordinated idiot like me running back and taking a facer on the damn concrete.
Come on, 4 flat.
Yeah.
Come on, 4 flat.
So, before we get into our reminiscing, which we often do, you are a Houston Astros fan.
Yes, I am. And have been, so I don't want nobody to say nothing about bandwagon. I've been with them back when they couldn't win 20 games a year.
I'll vouch for him. Even when that year they had like 40 wins, he was still flying the flag.
That's right. So,
I was going to ask you the other day when you said you wanted to be on here, but I figured I'd wait till now.
All right.
The Astros, quote-unquote, cheating scandal. Thoughts?
I think some players may have been involved in something good going on with that, but I think there's some of them that stayed true, and I think it's been doctored up a little bit worse than what it was.
Oh, absolutely. Here's the thing. Even if players were involved, sign stealing happens every game on every level.
That's it. And, you talking about that, that's another good point. I can tell you, hey, I'm about to throw you
I'm going to throw you a 2-2 fastball.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one straight down the pipe for you, buddy. Here, ding, 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 clacking some bats or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. You still got to hit it.
Yeah, exactly. But my theory is they're only that worried about it because when they were caught cheating, they beat Los Angeles.
Yes.
Had it been flip-flopped, this would have been a dead story.
Exactly. And, everybody, well, not everybody that's listening, but you know where all my teams are,
Yeah.
except for one. They're all out of Texas, except for my Woo Pigs.
Yeah.
And, they just, you can't catch a break over there in any sport.
No. You are also a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Let's go, girls.
Who have a delusional quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Very delusional.
I agree.
Dak, you're good, but you're not worth $35 million right now.
No.
I mean, because let's be real, you've won nothing. If it wasn't,
Except for his rookie year. But that also goes to show everything else, And I knew he was going to have a good year. I knew Zeke was going to have a good year. But that was it. Everybody got game film after that.
Yeah, and I mean, if he didn't have Zeke, he'd be up a creek.
I agree with you. I can agree with you completely on that.
And you guys have, I say you guys as Cowboy fans, I really don't watch NFL very much. The owner of the Cowboys is, might be the most delusional person on earth.
Yeah.
Cowboys will not win again until he's done. I mean, I say done. He's gonna do whatever he can until he dies.
Oh yeah, his hand's gonna be in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Cowboys will not win again until he dies and gets out of the way.
I agree with you on that one, bud.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
So let's see. We talked about the Astros, the Cowboys. Well, let's stir some shit up here.
Okay.
Let's go to college football.
All right.
Our beloved Razorbacks. They've won, 8 games in 5 years?
Maybe.
Let's see. They won 2 each year under Morris.
Brandon Allen and all that. That was the last good.
Yeah, I was about to say, Brandon Allen, for as much hate as he got, and I was responsible for some of it, because there was times I was calling him a bum and everything. I taught my son a new phrase that his mama didn't enjoy. But when his senior year, he was good.
Oh, he was real good. I don't know. A couple of people that I've talked to that watched the Arkansas Ole Miss 4th and 25.
Let's not even go there.
No. This is good because I got a buddy of mine, diehard Rebel, and
The Bubble Guppies.
Man, did y'all? He said he didn't get to see it on TV that they cut the game short.
They did.
Well, let me tell you. Let me enlighten all y'all real quick. Right before, or right after 4th and 25, and we was marching down the field. There's a couple seconds left, and
You went to that game,
yes,
didn't you?
I was there.
That's right.
And Brandon Allen, he tried to sneak in the end zone and everything, and he didn't make it. And dude, Ole Miss Stadium erupted. Started prematurely shooting confetti all over the place. Everybody hooping and hollering. And all of a sudden there's a ref blowing his little whistle. Yellow flag on the ground. Face mask on one of their DBs. Half the distance to the goal. Put 2 seconds back on. And that's all it took. But dude, you could hear a pin drop when Brandon Allen got pushed into the end zone, except for all of us hogs down here in this one corner. And it was great.
Right. Well, for those who didn't have the benefit of being there, let me tell you what happened. We're sitting there watching TV. It was on Channel 8 in Smackover, which is based out of Louisiana. It's 4th and 25. Hunter Henry catches the ball. Before he gets tackled, he throws it up in the air. And then they cut it.
Is that
they cut it.
That's when they cut it off on TV?
That's when they cut it. And I'm like, okay, they're just having technical problems. What happened? And then it's like 30 minutes straight of Louisiana political ads.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude, y'all really.
And I was
y'all
like,
really missed.
oh my God. I was cussing and throwing remotes and what the hell happened? What the hell happened? But that goes to show you people from Louisiana can't really run anything. So there you go. So yeah, that's what it was like when we were watching TV.
Well, anyways, I got us all sidetracked and everything. What were you going to ask about? Said let's talk about our beloved Hogs.
Oh God! I mean, just if we get to have a season because of this made-up pandemic, that's nowhere near as bad as what they said it was. But since you people were gullible and bought into their crap,
And bought all the toilet paper.
yeah, that was smart. I mean, really, if the world's really coming to an end, what's toilet paper going to do for you?
Keep you warm, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, you would think if the world's going to end, people would be buying, non-perishable food items.
Oh, well, I'll go ahead and tell you. Just come on down to, well, I guess now, it's my fiance.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, something happened that we never thought would. Jake's getting married.
Yeah, it only took a very, very, very long time, and
A decade.
yeah, right, just a little shy. But you come down there, I swear, y'all come on down to where I live, and you'll be ready for end of the world. Because I bet you, my fiance's father's got a 18-wheeler load of, you name it, is there.
No, there you go. So, we got sidetracked. It's the format. It's the format.
Well, it's because we don't get to do this.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, hey, Jake and I have some conversations that are amazing. We just can't record them.
Yeah.
So, it's been a horrible few years for Arkansas.
It has.
Chad Morris. Honestly, I was singing his praises. I thought he was going to be a guy, because of his recruiting, I thought he could turn this thing around.
Yeah, I was.
And then about 6 games into the first season, I was like,
No, I gave him the first year.
Yeah.
I gave him that.
you got to give him the first year.
Yeah, because, hey, I want to play my seniors. I want to do this. And, then we'll get into
His recruits
Yeah.
and...
Yeah, well, we all saw how that went.
Yeah. And the bad thing is, it wasn't that they were losing. I can take losing 35-32 on a last-second field goal. It hurts, but I can take it. As a fan, I'll be in a bad mood for a couple hours, but I can deal with it.
There you go. It's not like it used to be. Not a couple of days anymore. Now it's just a couple of hours.
Yeah, but when you're losing 35-3 at halftime to who? Like a team I can't even...
Colorado State.
Yeah, when you get beat by Colorado State, which Colorado State fans, if you by some chance listen, because I know we've been listening to in Colorado.
Have you?
Oh, we are technically worldwide.
All right.
We are in Greece, South Africa, Australia, Spain, and Germany. We are technically worldwide.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so for Colorado State fans, you're not a football place. Get over it. So, that leads me to this. Do you think, like, if you were the rules makers of NCAA, would you put Arkansas in the Big 12? Or some other conference?
Not right now. I'd keep them in the SEC. I would. I would let them run it just a little while longer and everything. Now, like if Pittman, if he can't, in 2 or 3 years, if it's still the exact same way as it is now, then yeah, I'd bring them. I'd drop them. I'd put them in. I'd put them in SWAC or something like that. Sun Belt.
Yeah, Sun Belt. Hell, I don't even know if they could win in the Sun Belt.
What's the conference that like SAU and UAM's in?
No, that's God, I don't know. They're like Division 2. They're not even Division 1.
Okay, well, we'll put them in that one.
Whew. I don't know if I can hang. Especially with the team they put out there last year. I mean, who was our quarterback last year?
I don't know which one. We had 15 every other day.
Right. There was
We had Kelly.
Cole Kelly.
Had
John Stephen Jones. He played like once or twice. Ty Story?
No, Ty Story was...
Right. He was right.
He came back and whooped us on homecoming.
Yeah. Chad Moore said Ty Story wasn't good enough. So Ty Story left, went to Western Kentucky, and then Western Kentucky, led by Ty Story, came in and whipped Arkansas's ass. Yeah. That's been life for a Razorback fan. I don't know how Cleveland Brown fans haven't all committed suicide by now.
Oh, because they got a little hope right now.
A little bit.
And they're like us. They've accepted it.
This is true.
They've accepted
and
it.
I was talking to a buddy the other day. This year, if we get to have a season, I'm not even asking for a bowl game. Just be in the conversation of, well, they might can get to this bowl.
I'll go ahead and tell you. And if I would put my money where my mouth is, I honestly believe that Arkansas this year is going to have at least 3 SEC wins this year.
That's a big one.
No, it's really not. I mean, I'm going to give them Texas A&M because the past 5 years...
At some point, it's bound to turn around.
Yeah, I mean, for the past 5 years, we've gone to overtime.
Yeah, lost all of them, but at some point...
Well, I think we're going to get A&M. Mizzou, we're coming for you. And this is going to be the big kicker that's going to stir up a bunch of stuff. So I can't wait to read some of this stuff on your cast here. I think it's finally going down. Down Alabama.
Oh, hell. Whew. You know, I've talked trash about Bama being incest, and now you're saying they're going to lose.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have 6 toes on each foot.
Yeah, I don't know. Pittman is recruiting very well right now, but he's not having the chance to practice them.
I agree with you.
Oh, man. I would rather them beat the little purple kittens.
Ellis who?
Them guys, yeah. I would rather them beat LSU than Alabama right now.
I beg to differ, man. It's been too long since we've beat Alabama. I kind of want to see us.
Well, it doesn't matter. Alabama could lose 4 games, and somehow the committee's putting them in the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter. That's why the playoff system is broken.
I've heard the rumors of moving to like a 6 to 8.
Oh, I have ran through this. I wrote a blog on it. I've done it on this podcast. I know how to fix it. NCAA, all I got to do is call me. But, you know, you got all these experts and people. Really, they're just trying to figure out how to fatten their pockets more.
Oh, yeah. It's who's going to give us the most talk.
Because even if we did go to a 16-team conference, they're going to go to the 16 teams that can draw the highest ratings.
Yeah, instead of going, all right, here's your 1 through 16.
Yeah. It's a television show. They're trying to get ratings.
And for me, personally, I also, if they can go through, do a 1 through 16, all right, that's what we're going to do. Your top 16 y'all are playing. And we're not going to do the 1 to 16. We're not going to do that. Everybody come over here. All you coaches, draw a number out of a bucket.
You can do that, yeah.
And then there you go. That
if
way,
you end up 1 versus 2, so be it.
Exactly.
Right. It's just, the way and I'll try to put it into a nutshell. There's 130 teams total. 13 conferences, 10 teams a conference. Each conference has a conference title. The conference champions go to the playoff. The top 3 seeds get a first round bye, and then you play it out. That way, there's no whining and complaining Well, we should have been here. We should have been there. Well, you don't win your conference, you don't get into the show.
I agree with you on that, bud.
I mean, there's just... Because college football coaches are the biggest damn crybabies. Nick Saban. Oh.
I like to hear old Coach O cry.
As much as I hate LSU, I do love Coach O.
Oh, I do too.
Football. As much as I hate them, I loved when they won the national title, just so I could hear his press conference.
See, dude, I was in school, for my plumbing, and dude, I flew to the house. Was gonna watch the last little quarter. I kicked back, and that's the last thing I remember. I didn't even watch the end of the ball game.
Yeah, I could see that. I watched the highlights and stuff on my ESPN app because I'm too cheap. I was too cheap to buy cable or satellite, so that's what I watched it on. You know, it's whatever. Oh man, so we got college football. It's being delayed right now. Everything else is being delayed. Do you think they should just go ahead and cancel all the seasons? Or shorten it up? Like, there's been talk of Major League Baseball doing a 100-game season, not having the normal divisions, just put 10 teams in the 3 divisions and playing a 100-game season.
Oh, no.
You got all your Northeast, basically your Northeast teams that are in a division. You got the Central Division, and then you got your West Division.
So what are you going to do? Just let the West play the West, Central play the Central?
I didn't read that far into it. I just know that was sort of a proposed idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of rough.
Yeah, I mean...
But I agree with you. It does need to be shortened.
It could work. I think if you're going to fix baseball, you don't have to cut it that much. It's, 162?
Yeah, 162 games a year.
162 games. Take it from 162 to 130. And stop with the damn divisions, and you got 30 teams in there? Yeah, 30 teams. 30. You have 2 divisions, 15 teams a division. Just let them play it out.
I'll tell you what else too. Quit doing the 7-game series, 5-game series.
Yeah.
Drop it down to 3.
3, yeah. Well, let's see. The wild card game is 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
You do 1, 3, and 3. Or is it one more? 1, 3, 3, and 3. Is there 3 series?
Yeah.
Because you got your division, championship, and then it's World Series.
Yeah. So it's 1, 3, 3, 7.
Oh, I wouldn't even do 7. I'd go 3 for the World Series.
That's what I say.
I mean, hell.
And yeah, and your home team, you get the the one with the best record and everything. You get the first game at home and the last game at home.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just think about, because right now they do it where, all right, 7 games, our ace, we can throw him for 5 innings in game 1 and have him around for game 3 and 5, and hell no, doing it this way, you got to have everybody on deck.
That's right.
So let's see what you're made of. You're being paid millions. Let's go out here and earn it.
I agree with you.
Because I don't know why I'm talking about it, because, God, every year my Braves get so close and then just
get heartbroken.
I get my heart broken, folks. I'm a Razorback fan. I'm a Braves fan. So every year, I have no hope. None.
There's always hope, buddy.
There's hope. But at the back of my head, I'm like, okay, Arkansas is probably going to lose to... They could be undefeated, and then I'm like, all right, they're going to lose to Western Kentucky. And then Atlanta, they're going to dominate the season and then get swept in the first round of the playoffs. They might win one. I just want to know what it's like for my team to be a champion.
Well, you do know, but you was probably, what, 3? No, you was about, what, 6?
Well, the last time they won a World Series, I was 5.
5.
And I don't even really remember it.
Oh, you know, yeah, baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
Well, hey, I can tell you this. Feels good.
Yeah, like
Watching your team win a championship.
I want to know what that's like when your team's leading in game, whatever clinching game, and they go throw the ball for that last out. I want to know what that feels like. I'm hurting more than Cubs fans were. Screw you, Chicago.
Oh. You know what's about to happen, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
This is what's about to happen. It's going to be the 2021. It's going to be the best year
Here we
of
go.
my life.
Why you say that?
Well, one,
If you say the
I'm
Cowboys are
going
going
to
to
be
win,
married. One, I'm going to be married.
right?
Two, my Astros World Series champs again.
I don't know.
My Razorbacks, you know, national champions, and and my Cowboys Super Bowl champs.
You got a lot of faith.
Whole lot of faith.
You got a lot of faith.
What I get if that happens?
If you put $10 down that would happen all in 1 year, you would be set. You could retire. Especially if you could just put $10 down on Arkansas winning the national title.
So if you just put it down, Arkansas winning 7 games.
Yeah, that too. That too. Man. So you mentioned getting married.
Yeah.
When are we going to have a little baby Jake?
Oh, I don't know. Probably be 2021. So I'll probably be married, have a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Astros win, Cowboys win, and Razorbacks win.
Here's the sad part.
Huh?
I would put Arkansas winning before Dallas does.
Hater.
I don't hate Dallas. It's just I know what's going to happen. They're going to be close, and then Jerry Jones is going to talk trash. He's going to make a stupid trade or a stupid sign just so he can say, "Oh, I made the deal that put us over the top."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Again, Cowboys will not win until Jerry Jones dies.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, buddy. I'm gonna be ready for us to go down memory lane here on our little second part of this.
Yeah, we're going to do that. After the break.
I got this question right here for you.
Yeah.
What team during the draft do you think made the most ridiculous decision in the first round?
Okay, here's where I'm going to be real with you. Because I was going to do a podcast reviewing the first round of the draft. I didn't even keep up with it. I know Joe Burrow went 1, and that's it.
I can't sit here without looking and tell you who, boom, 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 boom. I can't tell you anything.
Let's see. I know Burrow went to Cincinnati. The defensive end from Ohio State went to Washington. I know Tua Tagovailoa, he went to Miami, which I actually like that pick.
Yeah, I do too.
I think a lot, because of his injury last year, a lot of people are sleeping on him. There's a reason Nick Saban brought him in after halftime in the middle of the national championship game. We all know what happened.
Yes.
But so, dumbest move.
The dumbest move to me and everything. This is a shot to this man to show that we have no respect for you or anything like that. And that's the poor Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Did you see that they took a
quarterback
in the first round from a no-name
Utah State, yeah. But, I mean, granted, he was pretty good. But here's the thing, Green Bay. You have one of the top 10 quarterbacks of all time. Granted, he's getting old. If you wanted a quarterback, you could have gotten one in the 4th, 5th round.
Exactly.
You have no one to throw to.
Exactly.
No one. I think, what's his name from Bama was still on the board at this point, wasn't he? Jarrett Judy? The really fast guy that made a lot of touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, again, Green Bay is like Dallas. They cannot get out of their own way.
I don't know if you've seen or anything, and I don't know the truth to it and everything. It's just a little article I read. You see who was said, "Hey, Aaron Rodgers, come here. Let me talk to you."
Let me guess, Belichick.
Oh
shit.
No.
Oh.
The Broncos.
Oh God.
So come here. Let me talk to you. We got you
They don't have anybody to throw to. Well, they drafted Judy. They ended up drafting Judy. I don't know. You would think, of all people, John Elway could scout a quarterback. I don't know what the hell happened.
Well, I agree with you on that.
But if they were to try to make a trade for Aaron Rodgers, do you know what Green Bay would make them give up?
Okay, well then all Aaron Rodgers has got to do is, my leg.
Sit out for a couple years till his contract's over?
There you go. Pull a Brady.
That's one. What are your thoughts on Brady leaving?
I'm going to tell you what.
Do you like him anymore now that he's not with Belichick?
No.
No?
I still don't like him. No, I don't care where he goes. He can come to Dallas. I won't pull for Dallas. I don't like him, man.
I will say, I think I'll like him a little bit. I won't root for him, but I'll like him a little bit more now that he's not with Belichick. Most of my hatred for the Patriots stems from Belichick, who is a known, confirmed cheater. New England fans.
Oh, man, I've talked to a couple of my buddies at work, a couple of other guys all around on job sites and stuff I'm on. And I've sat here, and I'm going to make it known on Greek Godcast.
Yep.
If Tampa Bay Buccaneers make it to the Super Bowl this year,
yep,
never watch another NFL football game. Because I know it's rigged.
I don't know, man, because you're getting Brady, and they got some damn good wide receiver. Oh, and Gronk's back all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Thought Gronk was too beat up.
Oh, see, this goes back to my whole thing. I've talked to with some people, man. This has been in motion for 3 years.
Yeah.
At everything. That's why Gronk retired last year to go be a wrestler. And everything. You know, I give Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't stupid. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tom Brady's one of those people, like, I want to choke him. I hate him.
But you want to have a beer with him.
Hate's too strong of a word.
You strongly dislike him.
Yeah, I don't know it. Obviously. As a player, I hate him. As a person, obviously don't know him. It's just, it's one of those things like, and it can be done. He's good. He knows he's good. And he rubs it in your face that he's good. Michael Jordan did the same thing, but no one has a problem with Jordan.
Because Jordan was...
Because there was never any... Oh, well, Jordan cheated. Jordan did this. Jordan was just better than everyone. While Brady... You cannot watch the Brady... What did Brady start in 02? 01, 02?
Yeah, and he was what, a 6th-round pick?
Yeah.
Something like that.
You had that ridiculous tuck rule, which was an absolute fumble.
Yes.
Then you had Spygate.
Yes.
Then you had... I think there were 2 instances of Spygate. Then you get... Then you see... You cannot watch... If you are a somewhat knowledgeable football fan... You cannot watch it and say, well, they don't get the benefit of calls. Because they absolutely do. Then you had Spygate this previous year.
Yeah. Then you had Belichick when Miami was on fire and they beat New England earlier that season. And then right before the deadlines for trades and everything.
Yeah.
You saw what they did, offered Gooberhead down there a whole bunch of perks to, hey, come up here and, hey, don't bring that playbook up here with you too.
And then you got reports of 5 or 6 different coaches brought it up. Every time they go to play at Gillette Stadium, their headsets just miraculously quit working. They go in and out, in and out. And really, I don't put too much into Deflategate. I did it just to aggravate some people on my friends list. I don't really think that had an impact on the game. The Colts just got their ass whipped.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that.
Yeah, so that's why people don't like Tom Brady.
But let you know, Tom Brady likes a flat boss.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. So, we talked about all that. We're going to go down memory road. We're going to take a break. As you guys know, I got to stop this thing and save it because in 2020 we have no service. Bin Laden shot videos from a cave. I can't get service at my house.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at this palace that we're sitting in.
Yeah, it's
Right here.
it's a pimped out. I'm gonna get it fixed up at some point.
I will tell you this, though, buddy. I do like this paneling you got right here.
Yeah.
This is like what my great-great-grandmother's house was.
It's worth noting, folks, I did not put this in. It was like this when I got it. If it was up to me, I'd have some shag carpet running around the damn thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Some dice hanging from these lights.
Yeah. Had me a little disco ball hanging between my dang LED bars here.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. I like this one better than your other one in Smackover.
Yeah, got a little more room to mess with.
Yeah.
A little more room. Mainly because I don't have in-laws shoving crap in here. But that's another story for another time. We're going to take a break. And we're going to go down old memory road. So stay tuned. We are back. Again, it seems like a lickety-split to you. But in reality, it's about 30 minutes.
Thanks, Tyler. You took that away from me. I was about to say, well, we're back 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
To finish the second part.
Yeah. You make people think. So, we're going to reminisce a little bit. I'm gonna let you lead into this. I'm going to let you start off. This goes back to, I don't even know what year. I was like 16, I think.
You talk for a second. I'll do the math in my head.
I was 15 or 16.
This goes back to 06, 05, 06.
It sounds
One
about
of them
right.
summers.
It sounds about right. And to our summer league baseball, it was called Babe Ruth. I don't even think they have Babe Ruth League here anymore.
I don't even think they have what was it we used to go through? You had T-ball, pitch machine,
Minor league,
little league, Babe Ruth,
yeah,
and then high school ball.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you got T-ball, pitch machine, little league, high school ball.
Yeah.
I think that's all there is here now.
And before we get into this reminiscing, I have issues with these baseball leagues now. First of all, anyone who watches baseball knows a lineup consists of 9 people.
Mm-hmm.
The batting order is 1 through 9. Then you go back to 1. Now, if you got 16 kids on your team, the lineup is 1 through 16.
Which I understand that in T-ball.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
T-ball, pitching machine, 3 to, 7-year-olds?
Yeah, I understand. You let them all play.
Yeah. But Little League and Babe Ruth, come on now, you're old enough to know. I mean, Little League, we're going to sound like the old get off my lawn guys just because of how much it's changed in the short time we were there.
I'll tell you this, buddy. Some people gonna get offended, but I don't care. It's because this little generations of kids growing up right now playing, they're to put it nicely, they're soft.
Very, very soft.
They are. They can't take no.
Right. And it's baseball is a great game for kids because
It's the greatest.
it is. Because you develop the friendships and everything. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. Baseball also teaches you failure.
Yes.
Because you talk about great major league hitters, Miguel Cabrera, who has a lifetime average of 300, guess what? That means he was successful 30% of the time.
You're right. And, to chime in with this, like me, I played in high school, a student athlete, played all kinds of sports.
Right.
But baseball is the greatest sport. That's why it's America's pastime, because here's a round object, here's a round ball. Go back 68.4 feet.
65.
It's only 65.
I think it's 65. I can't remember.
Here's a round ball. Here, you take this round piece of metal. I'm going to go back 65 feet, and I'm going to throw it at you. as hard and as fast as I can, and you hit it.
Yeah. No, it's 60 feet 6 inches.
That must be from home to first is the 68 or
No,
whatever
home
I
to
said.
first. Home to first. Well, if you're on the big field, it's 90.
Yeah.
It's 90 feet.
No.
Yeah, we're not numbers folks.
Yeah.
So it teaches you about failure, but now with the way it's set up, well, no kid fails.
Yeah. Here's your participation trophy.
Listen, at some point you have to be honest. If your kid's not good at baseball, tell them they're not good.
Yeah, take up cheerleading or something.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not good at baseball, but they're good at painting, encourage them to paint.
Exactly. That's
Don't force them to play a game that they're not good at, because then all you're doing is making them despise stuff even more.
Exactly, man. That's like I got a buddy of mine, no names, but
Do I know this person?
we'll talk. You
Okay.
may, but me and him, we've had this conversation, and he said, "Look," he's like, "if my son at 15 years old comes out to me now and says, 'Daddy, I want to play the flute,'" he's like, "I'm going to encourage him.
Right.
If you're going to play it, be the best flute player there is."
Exactly. But a lot of these kids that are bench riders, it's not that they can't be good. They just don't want to be there, but these parents make them be there.
This goes back to my senior year of football and everything. Since I got hurt and I didn't get to play my senior year, I got to sit back and watch and actually study a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It goes back to people now are just doing it just to wear that jersey.
Yeah.
That's all it comes back to.
It is. And a lot of the parents, they force their kids into these summer league sports, but then complain about it because they got to take them to the practices and everything.
Mm-hmm. And then old Joe Blow over here, who's my kid, is sitting over here chasing dang grasshoppers during practice, and then now it's game time. Well, why ain't my son getting to play or my daughter getting to play? I paid my money just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason.
And you see, and again, back in our day, everyone played. You know, everyone got to play at least one inning and bat once. And everyone was fine with it. It wasn't a problem.
No.
Now, people our age who are parents, raising their kids to be soft as hell, saying, hey, every kid should be playing the whole time. Okay, what are you teaching them? That, hey, you don't have to work for nothing. You don't have to practice to get better. Just show up and you'll be okay.
And then you parents out there listening and everything, I'm here to tell you, I am a construction person. I've been around and I've done it all. I'm here to tell you, if you don't sit here and let your kids fail, I know it hurts.
Yep.
And everything, but if you don't let your kids fail, just like I know my boy right here, he's gonna let my little buddy Maddox fail.
Yeah.
Because when he gets out of school, guess what? Life, he's gonna fail at it a lot.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna fail at life.
But there's my little rant, buddy. I need to get off from that one.
So, and another thing is, there's a lot of kids who now aren't playing. They have now changed the league up to where it's involved with 4 different towns in the area. And they still barely have like 10 teams. Back when we played, in little Poke Dunk Smackover alone, we had 8 teams.
Was it 8?
Close to. I know one year in Little League, it was 8. I was always like a year or 2 behind you.
The most I remember in Little League, I remember we had 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we did. We played ourselves.
Yeah. And it was some of the best baseball you'd ever watch. Because everyone that played, there was a select few that really didn't care, who were forced to be there by their parents. Everyone wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
When we lost a game in Summer League, we weren't even playing for anything. We got pissed off when we lost. It turned into a bad day.
Dude, were you playing in Little League? The 1 year, I think I remember now, like what you're talking about with 8 teams. Now that I'm thinking about it, that we had like an All Stars A team, All Stars B team, and All Stars C team.
Yes, there were 3 All-Star teams just from Smackover. And folks, for those of you that are not from around here, at its strongest point, Smackover had maybe 2,500 people.
Yeah, at its strongest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my graduating year, I think we had 2,005 people, maybe.
Yeah. So, and it's fallen a little bit since.
Oh yeah, the census comes out this year, buddy. I'm ready to see.
It's because the last time it was what, 1860 something?
Yeah, something like that.
So, and another thing before we go back down memory road. In Little League now, they have time limits on the game. 90 minutes.
Dude, you know, high school ball don't play 9 innings no more?
Oh, Jesus Christ. 90 minutes on a baseball game. I can vividly remember being in Little League. School's out. Us leaving the ball field at 11:30 at night.
And still, and this is before we even got into summer.
Yeah.
Summer ball. This is still having to get up and go to school the very next day.
Yeah. And nobody complained about it.
No.
And I don't know what's changed. I don't know if it's parents. I don't know if it's kids. If it's a combination of the both. If it's overall society of the political correctness. Everyone has a play. Everyone gets a trophy. Crap. But, like, I've watched Little League games. I had a kid that was in T-ball. And after his games were over, I would go watch the Little Leagues. And it was god-awful. Every kid's wearing armbands and braces and trying to emulate.
Oh, got the eye paint.
Got the eye paint and the mouthpiece and a face mask. It's like...
You know the one thing? Right, I hate to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You know the one thing right now, even watching professional baseball players, the one thing that like just really gets under my skin?
The sunglasses?
No, I understand that. It's the pants under the cleat.
Oh, where they put it through the spike?
That is, boy, when I played them, some guns were up here to my knees.
It all depends. For me, it all depends.
No, not me.
Well, it was... When I pitched, I'd have them down. I didn't have them like wrap around my spike or nothing. I just put them down. When I was hitting or on third base, because that was mainly pitching and third base was sort of where I switched, I would have them up. I don't know why. It was just one of those superstitious things.
Ooh, not me. If I wouldn't have gotten in trouble, I'd have pulled them some guns all the way up and made it look like I was wearing briefs.
So, did you have any superstitions? Every baseball player does.
Oh, gosh, did I?
And the year we're going to talk about specifically, our year of Babe Ruth, my first year, your last year, I didn't wash my socks until we lost a game.
Really? I did have a superstition. I don't know if you remember this, but it was probably about 7, 8 games in, and we haven't lost. The closest team that came to us was like 5 or 6 runs.
Yeah.
And I remember I ripped from like my butt all the way to the front of my pants. I remember splitting my pants. And I guess that was my superstition because I played the rest of the year with them pants. Yeah, I mean, sitting there, everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I did have one.
Yeah, let's see. I didn't wash my socks until we lost a game. For some reason, I thought horribly sweaty, smelly socks were a good luck charm. I don't know why. So, what did we say? It was the year of 05, 06?
05, 06. I think it was 05.
So, we started off this year. We were the gray team, by the way. Well, black hats, gray shirts, right?
Yeah, and white and pinstripe pants.
Yeah. We used to have enough teams where we had red, green,
Blue, gray,
maroons. Yeah, that's how we used to do it. And for you young kids that are listening to this, we didn't have fancy Under Armour jerseys and
we didn't wear button downs,
fitted hats. We had Kevlar t-shirts and a big ass cardboard hat that the crown of it, you were 1.5 feet taller.
Yeah. Oh, the good times though.
It was. We sit around and we reminisce all the time, but I miss it so much.
Oh, I do too, man.
And again, it sounds like the old guy sitting on the porch talking about, well, back in my day,
I had to walk to school 10 miles uphill, both ways.
Yeah, but this year started off, I thought it was going to go horribly wrong because, like, one of the first practices we had, Jake and I were in the batting cage.
Oh yeah.
He was hitting. I was throwing to him. And at that point, we had the bucket of balls had run out. I had already thrown all of them. He said, let me get a couple more. I said, okay. So I walked out from behind the batting cage net.
Now, I did this. I was going to scare Tyler because, hey, he's not ready. He's bending down, going to pick up some balls, and I'm going to pick a ball up, and I'm going to hit a line drive and hit the pitching cage or net.
Yeah.
That was my whole intention.
That did not happen that way. He smoked me with a line drive in my left forearm. And it was one of those things at first, like, I know it sounds weird, but it hurt so bad I didn't feel anything. And then when I realized what happened, I was like, well, shit, my arm's broken. And folks, I swear to you, you could see the laces and the words official Babe Ruth League Baseball clearly on my arm. I had me a sweet little tat.
But your arm wasn't broken.
No, I don't think.
It's probably cracked, but it wasn't broken.
I never went to the doctor to check it or anything. So I thought, damn, this year is going to be... This was like, again, day 2 or 3 of practice. So I was like, well, this is going to be amazing. But then, fun ensued. Shenanigans.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Lord. So... I'm wanting to say, we don't remember every game. There are a couple ones we'll bring up. The first game we remember is playing good old Hampton Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, before we start, though, you got to remember, we had 9 people on our team. 9. And one of them was...
We won't give his name.
One of them was special...
He wanted to come out and play on a sports team, which I commend him for that.
Yeah.
And he did.
He just doesn't have, like, the motor skills.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. And it's not that he was dumb or anything. He was just a little bit slower is all.
So we played this whole baseball season with 8 athletes.
Yeah. And I will say, though, this person got him a couple line drives.
I remember his first hit.
Yeah.
Hit it up in the air and took that helmet off and stood on home plate just looking at it.
He did. He posed, and then we were like, hey, man, you got to run.
Yeah, get the first
You got to
base.
run. So, again, we played with 9 people. Hampton came in, and they had something crazy like 25 to 30 players on their team. So, first inning, I think their leadoff guy got a hit. They got shut down the rest of the way. No harm, no foul. Then our team gets up to bat.
You remember who was pitching that game?
No, I do not.
I remember.
Who?
Remember Dizzy Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
He was our ace.
Old Carrot Top.
He was our ace.
Yeah. So then our team gets up to bat. And I don't even know how to describe it.
Batting practice.
And this kid that was pitching for Hampton, he could throw hard. The only problem was every one of his pitches would sort of hang up. And if you're a baseball person, you know what we're talking about when a pitch just hangs. It would hang in the middle of the plate about belt high every pitch. So it was literally batting practice. Folks, we batted around 3 times by the time they got the second out of the inning. At that point, it was like 19-0.
Then
Close.
It was what, maybe the second inning?
This was the first inning, first bat.
This is the first bat? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it didn't get any better for them.
No. We'll put it like this. Tyler, during this Babe Ruth season, he developed the nickname 4 Flat.
Yeah.
4 Flat.
Because it took me 4 minutes flat to get from home plate to first base.
But during this Hampton game, it was everybody that hit. If it hit the outfield, everybody tried for an inside the park home run.
Yeah. Let's be honest, though. I'm going to toot my own horn here. I usually could hit at places where I didn't have to run fast. Because
you were a good gap hitter. I will give you that.
Yeah, I was in the gap. If you're a fat person and you're slow, try to be a gap hitter. Okay? That's the best advice I could give you. Don't try to lay down bunts. Don't try to move the runner over. Go for the gap. Because then you don't have to run fast.
But we ended up, winning that game was like, 42 to
yes
5 or something.
Yeah. You see, because back then,
there was no run limit.
There was no run limit. There was a mercy rule, but it didn't take effect until after 5 innings, I think. You know, nowadays, if a team puts up 40, they probably automatically forfeit and lose.
Sure.
So, yeah, that was that. And the best part of these games were not actually what happened on the field, but the dugout talks.
No. Oh, yeah.
Because that was the most ignorant, ridiculous nonsense.
Oh, my favorite one was, I don't know why, but when he was having a picture and would get in his head, and for some reason, we'd all stand there in the dugout. And this makes no sense, but somebody give him a bucket. He's throwing up.
Yeah. There was a couple of pitchers that year that got mad and actually wanted to walk over. There was a couple of them we pissed off pretty good.
It wouldn't have been a good decision for them.
No, we had a couple of good sized folks there. You know, you're a pretty big boy yourself.
That's like we'll skip this Hampton thing that way to cure everybody's curiosity. We had one team that tried us.
They tried.
And it's them Parks Chapel condoms. I mean Trojans.
Folks, to my knowledge, in this area, the South Arkansas area, again, I'm not saying it hasn't happened everywhere else, but to my knowledge, it is the only summer league game where county sheriffs and state troopers had to be called to escort the umpires out and to escort both teams out.
I remember it like it was yesterday, buddy.
I do too. So, just a quick rundown. At this point in time, we're the top 2 teams in the league. It was a damn good game. It was a close game. I know they got up 1-0 in the first inning, and that's kind of where it stayed for a while. But where it started getting a little
heated is
testy.
A good word to put there.
The umpires were lost on something. I think it was a pitch count or something.
Oh yeah. It was a pitch count. No, called Daniel out on a 2-1.
Yeah. So, both teams have people that keep the books. And keep in mind, even though we're a Smackover team and they're a Parker's Chapel team, there's no affiliation with the school in Summer League. So they would just find someone in the bench for both sides to keep the book.
Yeah, but a mom normally.
Yeah, or an assistant coach, something. Well, our side obviously had a 2-1 count. And then,
Excuse me.
so they asked somebody, well, what's your count? And they said, well, it's 2-1. He's not out. And then all of a sudden, their side, their parents started yelling, no, you're right. That was strike 3. You're right. And for whatever reason, they didn't even ask to see the book or whatever like they did our side. They just went with what they said. Well, that started where it was getting a little testy because our parents started yelling at their parents. Their parents started yelling back. We were obviously pissed off because we were down, and I want to say there was a runner on third or a runner on second.
No, that sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah. So as we started getting mad, Parker's Chapel started talking trash because that's what Parker's Chapel does. That's all they do. They bark a lot and then just run it into their leash. But we still love the community. So that all the yelling and bickering and everything went on every call from here on out. And you could feel it sitting there, like, this is starting to get out of hand. You knew everything was starting to get to a boiling point.
Oh yeah, our pitchers were throwing test balls to them. They started throwing test balls to us.
You see, I think I didn't start it. The umpire and everything started, but I kind of stoked the fire because they had one guy who was their third baseman run into second with a spikes high, which was a dirty play. It was a cheap shot. Well, then that next inning, I went out and pitched, and he came up to bat. And I thought, okay, here we go. First pitch, I put it right in dead center of his damn ribs. He dropped the bat, started walking towards the mound. I said, okay, here we go. And then their parents started yelling. If I remember correctly, it might have been one of our parents. I don't know. One of them walked out on the field and was like yelling at the umpires. I mean, it was all juvenile. I'm trying to say that if you're wondering what kind of town Parker's Chapel is, they're the kind of kids that they suck, but since their dad's the coach, they all make all-stars.
Yeah.
They're stuck up. They're snooty. Again, as I said on a previous podcast, they basically took a turd and wrapped it in a $100 bill and said, hey, we're special. That's basically what it is. So then our coach,
Ashley.
yeah, who is the calmest, most soft-spoken person I've ever met in my life, he starts having a vein pop out in his head. And this is where shit really starts to go down. I was thinking, oh boy, we're about to have one of those classic bench clearing brawls. Because I remember at one point, you were up to bat, and there was a timeout, and the catcher was sort of standing up beside you, and you were being you in his ear.
Oh, yeah. Saying my nonsense.
And it was, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how it ended up getting so out of hand. It was, just the whole Parker's Chapel thing, we were getting screwed out of a game.
Oh, yeah.
And again, we actually cared when we played. And then they really got mad when we tied the score up. And if it wasn't at a level 6-7 by then, when we tied it up, it was because I think it was Daniel. When he slid into home plate, catcher was standing on plate. He took him out.
Oh, yeah. Daniel returned the favor, spikes high.
Yeah. So then, of course, they have multiple parents come up to the gate yelling. I mean, I'm trying to clean up the show, so I won't say what they were saying. But they were standing at the fence yelling at the umpire. People were throwing bottles, cokes, and drinks from their side. From Parker's Chapel's side. They were throwing bottles and drinks on the field. So then all of a sudden, they told us to get off, go to the dugouts. My umpires are sitting there hollering and bickering with the fans, the parents. Next thing we know, we see blue lights rolling down the damn driveway, parking lot, whatever. And they tell us the game's off. We're supposed to shake hands with these people.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let us do that.
Well, I think we attempted. But the first person in our line, one of their team said something. And everything just stopped. And then I see you walk past me ready to go. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Game
Oh,
on.
yeah. That's when these fools ran out on the pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
And started beating their beaks.
Yeah, they ran out on the pitcher's mound. And they were saying, smack over sucks, y'all are bitches, this and that, saying F y'all. So, Jake runs out there, and at that point, I was like, well, I can't let him go out there by himself. And then David was like, well, I can't let them go out there by themselves.
And then we had Jonathan come out, and here comes DB, and
so this is a summer league game. It really means nothing. There's no trophy at the end. There's no cash prize. There's no ring. There's no nothing. And it has turned into the county sheriffs have showed up. There are parents throwing stuff on the field.
State boys come in.
State boys and county boys are in the parking lot with blue lights on. And you got these two teenage teams squared up on the damn pitcher's mound. I mean,
oh, fun times, buddy.
It's one of those things, like, looking back at it, it's like, okay, part of me was like, yeah, that was stupid. It should have never went that far. And then the second part of me was like, I wish I threw just a little bit harder and broke that kid's ribs.
Oh, man. That was some fun time.
So if you listen to this and wonder why I have a dislike for Parker's Chapel, it's because of stuff like that. And that's not an isolated incident. If you go to any Parker's Chapel sporting event, they have this attitude that if you call something wrong against them, then you're a POS. You don't know what you're doing. You're supposed to benefit us. I mean, I'm sure they go in with the mentality, we should go in, if it's a football game, y'all should go ahead and just give us a 2-touchdown lead just because we're us. That's the way Parker's Chapel is. Maybe it's better now. I don't know. I live here, but I don't associate with anyone here.
I don't live here.
Well, again, I moved here just because of work.
I feel you, buddy.
Not because I wanted to. But, I don't know. There's...
Man, what's the, sitting here, I mean, just thinking now, dude, like, we could do a 7-hour podcast.
We could. Hey, anytime you want to come on.
Here's the thing, man, what's the most trouble you remember getting in during a practice, during this season? Because I know what mine is.
The most trouble I got?
Yeah, that you were doing something or whatever, and I mean, just coach actually just up one side and down the other.
I only remember one. Hell, it more than likely was because of me and you were doing something stupid.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And I had to run foul poles, and foul poles isn't foul pole to foul pole. It was from home plate to the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole back to home. That counted as one. I had to do like 15 of them, I think.
Man, I remember our practices normally lasted what, hour and a half maybe.
Sometimes he got a little. We're not leaving this damn field till you get it right.
Man,
like, all right.
The worst practice I remember for me was, I just remember we were all off.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a good practice. It's one of them, hey boys, let's just call it.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off, but that seemed to be a thing. Like, we practiced like crap. But something about when we got to a game.
Oh man, they put that fucking put that uniform on. You ready?
Yeah.
But dude, I remember us. We were. It was bad. Now, I remember Coach actually throwing his hat, kicking a bucket of balls over, telling all of us, "Come here, right now." And I remember we all came in. He's like, "Everybody take a knee." I remember all of us on the knee, and we're all just kind of sitting there looking like, "Oh, here we go." And I just remember him just chewing on us. And I just remember, I don't know why my mouth got the better of me this day.
No.
I remember him saying, "Boys, there is no I in team." And I don't know why, but it was just a perfect opportunity.
Because you're a jackass.
I just remember going, "You're right, Coach, but there sure the hell is a me." And I just remember going, "Jake, take off." And we still had like an hour left of practice.
Yeah.
And I remember running flag poles or foul poles for the rest of the stinking practice.
Yeah.
And this is when I had buddies of mine were up in the stands and everything else. They was like, "Man, Jake, I want to come watch y'all because from y'all's game." And this is after the Parks Chapel game.
Yeah.
So, of course, everybody wants to come watch.
Yeah.
And I remember that like it was yesterday. My legs are starting to hurt just thinking
That's
about
what's
it.
crazy. That was the state trooper game. That's what we call it, the trooper game. Where the cops got called to escort everybody out of Parker's Chapel.
No.
The second game we played against them that year, dear God, I have never seen that many people in a non-championship summer league game. It was packed. They had cops there.
Oh,
That one we played in Smackover. And of course, everything was called right down the middle. Imagine that. Why do I feel comfortable in saying that? Because that game Parker's Chapel won. And they won straight up, and everything was fair and square. But now that we're talking about summer league games and everything, what's your worst game that you can remember?
the worst one that I can remember was
Like whether you struck out 5 times.
dude, it was us against was playing Bearden, and I remember I got the starting pitching job on that game.
Yeah.
And dude, I gave up, and I don't know why Coach actually didn't take me out early. He should have just said, "Hey, son, get in right field. This ain't your game." Right. But I think I gave up.
Why don't you go home?
Yeah. But we can handle this with just 8 on the field. Dude, I gave up, I think, 6 runs in the first inning without a out.
Yeah. Playing in Bearden sucked. Not that I have anything against Bearden. It's just their baseball field. Like, you go out in the middle of the woods, and then there's a clearing that's big enough for a baseball field. And it didn't matter how much off you put on, you still got destroyed by mosquitoes.
Oh, dude, you didn't know. You didn't play for Smackover in high school, but like one year.
No, I didn't make it. No, I didn't make it far enough to play in high school.
Well, dude, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'm going to tell you. Bearden's field looked like Red Sox Stadium.
Yeah.
Compared to England's field.
I never played on them.
Dude, I'm here to tell you. Like, when we get ready to go play England in baseball, everybody's got it pulled up on the GPS. We're going to go find this place. When I tell you they went out in the middle of a cornfield and cut a diamond.
That's what they did.
That was it.
If you build it, they will come.
Dude. Dude, they brought like 2 sections of bleachers and lawn chairs. Jesus. Our dugout was like a T-post here and a yellow rope. Don't cross the rope. That was our dugout.
There you go.
Cow turds and everything, dude. It was...
So before we get to talking about crappy fields, we're going to take another break. I'll tell you my worst game. We're rolling up on the 40-minute mark again. This is what happens when Jake and I get together. This might be a 4-hour podcast. You never know. But we're going to take a quick break. do those shenanigans, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. And we're back for part 3. This might run a little longer than our normal podcast because Jake and I very rarely get a chance to get together.
Yeah, you're working all the time. I'm working all the time.
I got womb gremlins running around all the time.
I got a wedding planning.
Yeah. So this is just a normal conversation that we would have that's just happening to be recorded.
And y'all aren't going to hear all of our conversations. Like I said, it's 7:30 at night right now.
Yeah.
And we'll end up cutting this off, and I don't know, it might be 9 o'clock before I get out of here.
It's possible. Very possible. If you have a long trip to drive somewhere, this will be perfect for you. Also, it'll be more perfect if you pull it up on YouTube and subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to this.
Yeah.
To the Greek Godcast.
Yeah, and help us out. If not, then you're not a good person.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You're lovely. We love you.
Yeah. Shame on you. God don't like ugly.
So we left off. Jake was telling us about his worst game and crappiest fields he played on. Yeah. I'm going to tell you about my worst game and the crappiest field I played on. It was my last year of Babe Ruth. You had done move on to high school.
Yes, sir.
We played in Junction City. Junction City. Junction City.
Middle field or left field?
What do you mean?
They got 3 fields there that they use.
It was the one that's closest to the road.
Oh, yeah, that's middle field. Yeah, that's a pretty shitty field.
Oh, that wasn't the worst one.
Oh.
This was my worst game.
Oh, okay.
I was slated to pitch, and here's the thing. This game started at 6. I think it was like a 6 o'clock game.
Oh, so your last game.
Yeah. Before this game, I had lost track that I had a game that day. I was with the buddy. You know him. And just because I won't say his name.
Cadillac?
No. He always had long hair. He used to drive around in a Toyota that had a lift, and
I think I know.
Initials are PAT.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. He and I had gone fishing, and the only thing we had caught was a buzz.
Oh, yeah.
So it gets to be around 5 o'clock, and my dad calls, "Hey, you know you have a game, right?" I said, "Oh, okay." So I shagged ass back home, got dressed, and we headed towards Junction City. Now I'm not like drunk, but you know I'm feeling it.
Hey, you're 15 years old.
Yeah.
16 years old.
Yeah. I get to the field, and the first thing the coach says to me is, "Hey, you're on the hill." Oh boy.
Who was your coach back then?
Corley.
Mark?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So, dude, and I've never been able to throw hard, but you can attest to this. I can always put it on a dime.
Yeah, yeah. You can pick your spot. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Man, I pitched 2 innings, walked 7 people, gave up 11 runs.
Oh, God, and I thought mine was bad.
Yeah.
And Corley didn't pull you out.
Well, you see, that year, we had 3 pitchers. It was me, Hoss, and Brian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's enough.
Hoss had already thrown the entire game before. So
Hoss ain't a pitcher anyways.
No, but we were the only 3 that had ever pitched.
And God forbid.
No, take that back. We also had Little Sack.
Oh, okay.
But Little Sack, he put him in after me. But I think it got to a point where like we were already down so much, coach was just like, screw it. So,
hey, come here, right fielder. Do you want to pitch?
Yeah. So that's my short story of my horrible game. It's still one of those that sticks out. But as far as the worst field, and a lot of people that listen to this are from around this area, and they will know and more than likely agree, Strong.
Oh, yeah.
Strong's field is and was always the worst one. You get there, the grass is damn near knee high. The pitcher's mound is basically a piece of rubber on one stack of dirt. The home plate area is gravel
I never got to play on Strong's baseball field.
It is horrible, but it goes right along with what Strong is. I say I love this community. I do. El Dorado, Parker's Chapel, Smackover. I want all of them to grow up and succeed.
But it's just getting bad now.
But Strong, I could give a shit less if that place just fell off the earth. Because it is a garbage town. It's horrible. When you go there to have football games, every sporting event, any event that's there, they have to have state troopers because there are so many idiots.
I can agree with you on that, man. That goes back to my football career and playing Strong. It was it was always bad.
It's like all the idiots dispersed and joined up in Strong. And then the other idiots that Strong didn't want made it to Luann.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, whatever. Strong, they had one great year in football. They won state because they had an all-world quarterback.
No, he wasn't a quarterback. He was a running back.
Now, he was quarterback when he was at Strong.
Kent Dixon was the quarterback? I just thought it was just the running back.
No, I think he was quarterback when he was at Strong, and then he moved to running back when he got to La Tech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just the running back.
I think they put him at quarterback because it was like, we don't have anyone else we can depend on, so we just need to make sure he gets the ball.
Hey, but I will say this, though, about Strong and winning that year and everything. There's only one reason and one reason only that I'm happy about that.
Because it wasn't Junction City.
Well, two reasons now. I didn't think about that. Two reasons is our Smackover alumni. He was my football coach and everything. Coach Davis, Shane. He was our math teacher.
Oh,
He went to Strong and became their head football coach.
The shorter guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got him a state ring and everything, and now he's over in Georgia doing big things.
Who's the coach of Smackover? Because I know dude left. Osborne. It's Osborne. I remember seeing it.
Oh no, David's the head football coach.
He'll be good. I mean, he knows. The people around here know him and like him.
Well, that's a different story for a different day.
I'm sure he'll be fine. I don't really know him personally. I think I was pretty much done with school when he came around, so I don't. Yeah, I know who he is if I see him, but I don't know him.
Yeah, he was. Never mind.
So, I mean, again, that's another heartbreaker. Smackover was so close to winning state a few years ago.
I don't even want to talk about that one either. That's the
literally that's when
05-06.
Well, after that, when Jordan Jones.
Oh yeah, I was
Jordan Jones, who went to Arkansas
and left Arkansas,
was literally fingertip away from winning the game.
Did you go to the game?
I was there.
Were you? Oh man, I wish I'd known that. I was up there.
I was there, and when that, folks, it was seriously, the ball was literally an arm's length away. A Hail Mary as time expired. Tie story for Charleston, Mr. All-World quarterback going to Arkansas, and their defender knocked the ball away. I felt so bad for him. And that's another thing. I want to bring something up. You said Jordan Jones leaving Arkansas. I know he got a lot of hate for that, but wherever he ends up, whether it's, Henderson State or Iowa or Washington, wherever, you still got to think, if you want to go hometown pride, you still have a kid who is talented as hell.
But he's got to do something.
And I don't know if I put all that on him, though. And this, again, I don't have, just because he's from Smackover, we don't have inside information. Just as a fan watching the way Chad Morris ran things, I got to be honest, I don't blame him one bit for leaving. Well, I mean, if it's better for him, hey, go for it.
Yeah,
go for it.
I'm with you, and I want the kid to get out and everything. I want him to get to whatever he's going to do.
Yeah.
Whether he's done, whether he's got him, another year. I want the kid to go to the pros. I want him to be just very, very successful.
Yeah. I want him to go at somewhere, get to the NFL, and win a ring.
But
that's what I hope for him.
But just as well as I do, there's a list of people I can name right now that came from Smackover that have been just all out great athletes, had the world handed to them on a silver platter.
Yeah.
And have just
let it go. Yeah. But with Jordan, and again, I don't know him personally. He's much younger than I am. Knowing his mom, I think he's too smart for that. I think he's too smart for that. I think, and it's not just Smackover. A lot of people from this area have gone to Division I schools. I think it's a culture shock thing. They go from this small town where everyone knows them. They are the absolute star of the show. And then all of a sudden they get into this big world. By the way, guys, I'm trying to add filler because Jake had to run outside. The beer's getting to a system. So I'm trying to add filler here. But anyways, I think they leave this small area to where everything seems easy for them. Like if you watch Jordan play football here in Smackover against these teams around here, everything looked easy. You don't have to be quiet. This is not a professional show.
Well, I didn't want to put no extra noises out there.
Oh, no. They hear me breathing all the time because I'm fat and, it sounds like Darth Vader.
Well, I had to tinkle.
Yeah. That's what I told them. You were tinkling. The beer done hit your system.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying is I think it ends up a culture shock. They go from here because if you watch Jordan when he was in Smackover, it was a man amongst boys. It don't matter who he played.
I agree.
And then they get that culture shock of not being close to parents, not being close to their friends.
Yeah.
I think it ends up in a culture shock.
And it may, man. And
it takes some guys till their last year to break out of it. Perfect example, Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, and it's like, I mean, even like with me and with my baseball career, my letter of intent that I signed my senior year to go play for this particular school, and you knew what happened the summer that I graduated and the loss that I had, and I just, I said, hey, look, my family needs me, and I can't say deep down that I wouldn't have left and then been like, hey, this is, I miss my hometown and everything. But then also I got that part in the back of my head that I've been here long enough to know that if you don't get out, you're not going nowhere.
Right. And hell, we could make a laundry list of people who said, oh, well, I'm leaving and leave and
be back in 6 months.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, again, this area is like bittersweet. Everyone that lives in Union County hates this place. I hate it. I want to get out. I want to leave.
But you can't.
And yet, at the end of the day, we still love this place. We still support it. We still...
I love my community.
We still defend it.
I do. And for people that listen to this, that's not from around here, and everything, y'all need to get on. And I don't know if we're gonna can I say like what website they need to get on for like our music fest and
yeah.
I don't want to put nothing out there, and I don't want nobody getting.
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you know the website.
I do. If you type in www.mad.com.
MAD.
Just type that in. El Dorado, Arkansas comes up. We have a very, very big weekend festival that comes up in October. That's, it's called Music Fest here. We built this multi-million-dollar outside amphitheater. It's real nice, real beautiful, and y'all, you can get online there, and you can get tickets to this. Like this year,
They were actually supposed to have, we getting legit people. They were actually supposed to have Snoop Dogg here this past weekend.
Yes.
But, of course.
So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
That's Snoop Dogg and
What was it?
Bone Thugs and Harmony
Right.
now are headlining Music Fest.
Oh, are they pushing it back?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they've done. So you got Snoop D-O-double-G coming to town.
Legend.
You got Bone Thugs and Harmony coming, and you know it's gonna be a good show, man.
They're starting to get
big names around here.
in which I, among other people, have had issues with the district, the Mad District. It's a hit and miss thing. It's good that they're trying to build up, but there are other things that could have been fixed. My main thing, I'll go ahead and throw it out. El Dorado, I love you. Fix your damn roads. Please. Please fix your roads. But, yeah, it's starting to get built up. And that's one of the goals of this podcast, locally, because, again, as Dan and I ran through the analytics, we have a pretty good listenership, viewership, whatever you want to call it.
Fan base. You got a fan base,
Fan
buddy.
base,
Let's
kinda.
go on and call it. You got a fan base.
Well, I think fan base would include if they commented and sent in stuff.
Hey, comment. Send in some stuff. We need a fan base here.
Yeah, but like we've had listeners in Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, New York, Colorado, Germany, Australia, South Africa.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, bud, and I'll tell you just because you know I'm one of your really, really great friends. When you first started this podcast, and I was sitting there reading and looking at stuff, I thought just deep down, me personally, I was like, well, this young boy, he's bored. Ain't got nothing else better to do.
Well, that's originally how it started.
Uh,
We were bored, so
Well, I see that, and you know, then you know, I started reading, and I watch your stuff, and you know, I know I don't, and it's not you. It is if you're one of my Facebook friends and everything. I don't comment.
Yeah.
I don't do none of that. I'll talk to you face to face.
yeah.
But
Like he made a pledge for us. He gave us $3, just like you would on Patreon.
yeah. So get on Patreon. Give these boys $3. If you can't afford $3
A month.
then you need to reevaluate what you're doing. But anyways, like what I was saying, dude, is like I really like what y'all got going on, and for everybody that's may listen to this a little bit and everything that's like, oh, it's just this one of them little things. It's a phase that's gonna pass and blah blah blah.
Oh, no.
I'm here to tell you, when these boys make it and make it big, and getting to interview, you know, it's coming. It may be, you know, 2 years or so down the road, but whenever they get to start talking to and getting to interview like these big name people, you ones that are sitting there going, oh, ha ha ha, you had something to do. You're gonna be kicking yourself in the butt for not
Right.
getting on right here and being able to, you know,
Yeah.
get your name
Because again,
put on something.
like I told them, the Patreon pledges, 100% of it will be used for the show. New equipment, setting up events, which we've got some planned that we're not going to talk about right now because it's still
COVID-19 and everything.
well that,
and, yeah.
and we're still in the planning stages of it, but it has something to do with the community that we hope people will join in with. That's all I'm going to let in.
So that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
It's a great thing, man.
But no, originally we started this because we were like, man, because both, as y'all know, Danny and I work together. We're on the same schedule. We work 4/10s. On the weekends, we're like, hey, I have nothing to do. Me neither. You want to start a podcast?
Hey, man.
Sure.
I want to ask you something.
What's up?
What do you do on these 4/10s and everything? Like, What do you do with a 3-day weekend? Because besides this, don't put the Greek Godcast in there.
It involves folding clothes, doing the honey-do list. I usually do the honey-do list on Friday. Chasing around the womb gremlins. We have to. And I'll get. Now since we're doing this, I have to watch a movie to review it. And then, the lady friend and I will sit up and watch a movie or something. And I stay up later on the weekends because that's the only time I get to myself.
Yeah.
And I'll stay up and I'll play the PlayStation and listen to a podcast. So that's what I do.
I got you.
Yeah, because I think the kids will wear me out more than my job does.
I feel you, buddy.
Yeah. But no, as far as like just a phase, we have come to terms with the fact that we're a movie review podcast. And we came up to that because Danny and I both love movies, but we love very different movies. So we have this dichotomy of I'm a ignorant redneck. He's kind of I love you, Danny. He's a nerd. Like he likes the Star Wars and the anime.
Yeah.
So we sort of clash the two worlds together. And as far as being a phase, we've already made a list of movies that we want to review. And we have, just on review shows, the way we do it, one a week, 2 years worth of shows.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, speaking of all this was one thing when me and you were talking earlier today, and was trying to get our schedules to coincide with each other.
Yeah.
And I was at the house, and I got off at 5:30. And and you messaged me and said, "Hey, bud, I'm here. Just let me know whenever you're ready."
Yeah.
And I've really have got a show that you need to watch.
What's up?
It's called All American.
I've heard it on Netflix.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dude, I'm sitting here. I'm telling you, I don't watch TV very much.
Yeah.
But like, if I find something that I'm really interested in, it is very hard for me to say, "All right, it's time for bed."
Yeah.
But dude,
yeah,
you legit need to watch.
Right. Well, see, my thing with shows like that, because we've had one suggestion for the show Ozark. When we started this, we wanted to try to keep it to shows that are like at least 2 years old. That way we avoid the whole spoiler thing.
Let me suggest this right here to you. Then you don't watch 1, 2, or 3 episodes and come and talk about it. Watch like the whole first season. You ain't got to talk about it. It's based off of a true story for people that don't know. It's a true story. It's great, and you can sit there and just say, "Hey, this movie or this TV series I highly recommend because it's based on this." I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah,
but it's about a high school kid that has got ungodly football talent.
Right.
But he lives in oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. It's where NWA and all that's from.
Oh, Compton?
He's from Compton.
Yeah.
And there's a coach that comes from Beverly Hills. And it's like, "Hey, look, I see all this in you. Why don't you come play football for me?"
Yeah.
And he's on a team that is bad.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a very, very good series. Even if you don't even want to talk about it on your podcast, dude,
right? You
need to watch it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's great.
I'll check it out. The missus is wanting to hook up internet here, but God, all we can get is satellite internet.
You can't get Suddenlink?
No, we tried.
Y'all can't get something like out here?
No, all we can get is HughesNet or the Viasat, and they're both extremely expensive.
I was gonna say, dude, we got.
Which we got hotspot on our phones, and let's just use that.
Yeah.
But streaming it'll run out pretty quick.
Well, man, dude, I go ahead and tell you where your castle is and where my castle is. It's kind of the same. Where out here away from everybody. And dude, I'm telling you, man, we love what we got.
What y'all?
We got the damn, I just told you what it was. The satellite provider. And Suddenlink.
Suddenlink. Oh, because I called them and talked to them because that's where we had at our other house, and they're like, "Well, we don't cover y'all's area." I'm like, "Well, okay, great."
Well, I mean, I don't get it, but I kind of do get it because when me and you talked last time, and you were moving, out here, and just like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm closer to you. You're not closer to me, buddy. Like, I thought, like, oh, yeah, here we go with a little 5-minute drive to Tyler's house.
Yeah.
No.
How far out was it?
Like 22 minutes.
So, basically, the drive from here to Smacko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
hey,
I thought it could have been like, hey, I'm going to go see Tyler jump on my four-wheeler. No.
I am kind of out here isolated.
But hey, it'd be the same way if I was doing this in my house and said, hey, Tyler, come on. You're going to be like, what the hell you doing? Way out here.
That's what every person that comes over here, that hasn't been out here yet, they're like, did you find a spot more isolated? I was like,
if I could, I would have picked
That's
it.
what I told him. Like, if I could have, I would have. But
man, I'm with you.
Because I just, after living in a trailer park and it wasn't the trailer park that was bad.
There's people around.
It was some of the people. Yeah. I've talked about it on here. We had 2 chicks that had a train of dude just in and out all day. And the people that lived behind us were strung out of their minds. And it was just like, good God, we have got to get out of here. Because then I talked to the Greek goddess. I was like, look, I don't care if we have to pay a little bit more. We got to get out of here. We got kids. We can't be having dope heads run up and down the street. And, so.
Greek God cast, listeners, this is going to be a little portion of the show to where you just kind of got to ignore our rambling.
Here we go.
Because that's going to happen.
Yeah. Again, these podcasts are basically the normal conversations we have. We just hit record.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not professional. We're not journalists. We don't try to be. We don't pretend to be. If you watch our videos, we'll tell you how crappy this shed is and show you. It's not a crappy shed. It just needs some work done.
No, does it leak?
It does by the air conditioner a little bit because.
Well, we're not by the air conditioner, so we're okay.
It is what it is. We don't try to be professional. We straight up told you we got bored, so we hit record. What you see is what you get.
Hey, and it's like what I told you, buddy. All you people out there listening and everything, we're doing this in a nice little building right here, and you're gonna be like, man, I wish I would have listened to them more whenever they're on top of the kingdom.
We're trying to get there. I have learned in doing this though, and just from reading, Dan and I both follow several podcast groups. We can't focus on numbers, just focus on putting out content. That's why our thing now is we're putting out 2 episodes where he and I are together. And then we're doing our solo episodes, which this is my quote-unquote solo episode. And we're going to have more people on.
Now, when your partner, does he come here to do it, or has he got another
comes
spot?
Here.
He comes here to do it? Oh, okay.
And down the line, we might try to do like a live podcast on Facebook or something. We'll have to go to his house.
Yeah, kind of get you like a little 30-minute.
Yeah, because he has internet.
Yeah.
So we might try that. We got all kinds of plans, folks.
I'll tell you what, man. Well, no, I won't. Me and you'll talk about this.
Okay.
Because I don't want, if anybody's listening and, people who listen to this who know me and who know who my fiance is, I don't need no BS going, this is a shotgun wedding or anything like that, because it's not. So,
I've been given permission on our wedding party to do podcasts.
No.
Yeah.
When's the wedding?
Well, we're doing the courthouse thing on July 10th. And then we're doing the wedding party, reception, whatever, here the next day.
Oh.
Yeah. And Dan and I have been given permission to do podcasts. I think what we're going to do is short little vlogs for Patreon exclusive. And then towards the end of the day, after everybody's good and drunk, and since I don't drink anymore, be sober, keep around 2 or 3 people and record an actual podcast.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, buddy. I will be one of them 2 or 3 people. If you want some good stuff,
yeah,
and everything, and I'll go ahead and tell you. Me and you talked about this during the break and everything. Which we may mess around and have another break and then finish out this whole thing. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how the day goes. But during our break, me and you were talking, and we was talking about my brother.
I do want to have your brother on,
and I'll talk to him, man. See if I can't get him to sneak away at least for one portion or something.
I do want to have your brother on. That would be fascinating. It'll be more fascinating because all I have to do is say, "Hey, man, what about this?" And then I can just sit back and chill.
No, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. People say that they know people that are like this. If my brother is, he doesn't have a filter.
Yeah.
He will tell you if it's on his mind right then.
Yeah.
And he don't care who it is, who's around. And that's why everybody loves, my brother. I ain't going to give his name out.
I don't want to say his name until...
So if y'all know who I am and you know who Tyler and everything, you know who my brother is.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to have him on just because
it would be a good one.
Watching his Facebook is just so entertaining. Like, I will legit belly laugh just reading his Facebook.
We'll put it like this: people out there who thinks like, oh yeah, I know who's my buddy or whatever's been in Facebook jail this many times. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you,
he's been in Facebook prison.
if when my brother gets out, if he makes it a week, he's done something.
He might be close to Facebook death penalty.
It's a possibility. This last time he that he got in trouble and everything, and as right now while me and you're talking about it, I'm gonna look it up just so I can read it word for word.
Right. You got service in this damn thing?
I told you about it. AT&T. AT&T. Oh, hey, look here. Here's something. Talking to my brother. The very first thing that pops up on my Facebook.
Hold on. You telling her I know you like bearded guys. Man.
But listen, I'll go ahead and click on him and I'll find his thing that he put on here about Facebook whenever they got on.
They better up the ante or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna put you in jail again for 30 days. And he told Facebook, he's like, better up the bid up, boys. 30 days ain't gonna be nothing.
See, here's my thing though. While you're looking for that, Facebook banning people. I have seen videos of people literally being shot. And it doesn't get pulled down.
What? Oh, here it is.
Okay, here we go.
Here it is. It says my brother's name that says account warning. This is because you previously did not follow our community standards.
Right.
What happens if you violate again? You can't post or comment for 30 days again. All right. Now, here you go. His first thing he got in trouble for was March 24th. You can't post or comment for 3 days. And then he gets another one that says you can't post or comment or use Messenger for 7 days. And then not too long later, he gets one that says you can't post or comment for 30 days. And then they sent him that thing saying, hey, this is what's about to happen to you again. And my brother goes, psst, better up the bid, Facebook. And just to give everybody kind of a little bitty something on kind of what he puts on there.
Yeah.
This one's clean, so I'll read it. And this is, he got out of Facebook jail the 23rd of this month.
Right.
So on the 23rd.
Did y'all have a party that says welcome home?
If you go read the comments, I'm pretty sure there is.
Okay.
But on the 23rd, right after he was able to get on here, he puts, after sitting back and reflecting through this quarantine, there are 2 things I'm certain of. I still hate cats, and I did it all for the nookies.
Oh, yeah. You gotta talk to him, see if he'll come on here.
Oh, I can get him on there.
Because that would be amazing.
Oh, and just so everybody clarifies, and Tyler's going to look at this, and I'm going to let him clarify the date and read what it says, just so everybody knows I'm not making this stuff up.
Right. What's it? Oh, Person X. April 23rd at 1:19 p.m. Guess who just got out the Facebook slammer? Your boy. So, yeah, he might be close to Facebook death penalty. But no, what I'm saying is, he gets blocked or put in Facebook jail for saying things.
Speaking the truth is what he gets really in trouble for.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, truth is opinionated. I'm not going to say he's right or wrong. But he gets in trouble for saying things. Meanwhile, again, I have seen videos of people literally being shot. I have seen videos on Facebook of a dude literally punching his wife in the face. And their posts are still up and they're not blocked. And I have seen people post pictures of imitating that they're going to kill the president, Donald Trump.
Your president.
Yeah.
Your President Donald Trump.
Meanwhile, if you say anything that somebody says is racist, or you talk bad about the Clinton cartel, or Obama, or, anything anti-Democrat/liberal, you get suspended, your post gets removed, whatever. Why is it we're in a society where it's okay if you say you're going to kill Trump, but you can't say, well, Obama sucked or you're getting in trouble?
Oh, I can do one better. Buddy of mine that I work with, and we talked about this today, he got in trouble for quoting a Bible verse.
Right. Right. And there's a lot of Facebook posts that, they're banning this picture of the American flag. Let's share it. I think a lot of that is just kind of...
Oh, it's BS.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to put this on there and I'll bet I get 1,000 shares.
Yeah. It's BS. It's
so some of that
BS.
crap is pretty ridiculous. I mean, let's be honest. Social media is going to be the death of this world.
And China.
I mean, I'm a hypocrite because, that's how we promote this show. But, I mean, I'll use the tools while I have it.
That's right.
But overall, I hate social media.
I hate it too. And like I said, that's why you don't see me doing...
Yeah. You could at least share the podcast when we post it, yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, buddy. Here we go. I donated my $3.
There you go.
And guess what?
By the way, it's $3 a month, right?
Hey, I'll tell you what. $3, I'll give you 5 a month.
All right, cool.
All right, here we go.
There you go. And we'll put you up on our banner here.
I want to be on that banner.
When I get my marker out
and
here.
I don't want to say just Jake Robertson.
What do you want to say?
Jake Superman
All right.
Robertson.
We can do that. again, if you're on if you subscribe to Patreon, you can go on any name you want to. So we're at 40 minutes again. We stop and we're gonna roll on for a little bit more.
We'll do one more.
We're gonna do one more.
I got a couple beers left.
He's got a couple beers left. We're gonna stop, take another break. We're gonna throw down one more. You guys are getting all kinds of content. So we're gonna break. Be right back. What's up, you dirty freaks? We are back for a fourth segment. This is a new record for the Greek Godcast.
So glad I could be part of it.
Yeah, this is Greek Godcast history.
Oh, I got something I need to tell you, Tyler.
Uh-oh.
Carol Baskin killed her husband.
And a bear craps in the woods.
As long as everybody knows that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that show. You know, when I started seeing the memes and everything on that show.
You had to watch it.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was like, I thought it was kind of like Trailer Park Boys, like a mockumentary.
Oh, no.
Like they shot it as a documentary, but it's a scripted comedy.
Yeah. No.
But after about 10 minutes in, I'm like, damn, these people are being real.
You know, it took me like a month and a half, almost 2 months to watch all, because I watched about 10 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't watch this stupid, can't watch this.
See, that's where we differ, because once I turned it on, I was like, I can't stop watching.
See, I couldn't. I made about 10 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't watch this stupid stuff. And then I got around at work, and I was listening to people, and they were talking about, hey, this happened. I was like, oh, hold on now. Y'all don't say no more. Hold on, I'm going to see this.
Yeah. Oh my God, his actual political ad started. Guess what, mother effers? Like his actual political ad. I was like, this dude is a national treasure. We have got to get him out of prison and let him make more TV.
You gotta get him on Greek Godcast. That's what you gotta do. Yeah, if he gets out of jail, you gotta get him on the Greek Godcast.
I would love to have him on here. Hell, I might call the prison. I'll figure out where he's locked up, call the prison, but like, look here. I want to talk to Mr. Joe Exotic.
That's right.
Don't test me. All I can tell me is no.
That's right. Okay, I'll call tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get it lined up. He's apparently got the Rona, though.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyways. So you had some questions, apparently.
Yes, boy. I've got...
By the way, before you start, I hate to cut you off.
Go ahead.
If there are minutes of either one of us not talking or saying anything, we're trying to edit ourselves and make this not such a dirty podcast. Because, again, in our last statement, we're trying to clean up a little bit. And Jake and I both cuss like sailors. So we're trying to edit ourselves. That's why.
You're going to have to do one podcast, like, to where you can restrict it to where just certain people...
I might do
like
that.
Subscribers can...
Yeah, I might do that.
Can listen.
Like a Patreon exclusive one.
Yeah, that way, you know, if, you know, the F-bomb or something like that kind of pops out.
That's why I'm thinking we might have to do that for the wedding one, because everybody's going to be toasted. Everybody's going to be drunk.
I won't be.
I know I won't be, but...
I know I will not possibly could be.
Yeah.
Hey, you going to come tomorrow?
Well, yeah.
You going to come drinking?
I'm probably not going to drink, because
you going to come...
I drive. Remember, that's a long drive for me now.
It's a long drive for me, too. I got to come home almost to the same spot.
Well, yeah, I would hope you'd be smart enough to have somebody drive you.
Oh, I'll make my wife drive.
Oh, you know that ain't going to fly. You know that ain't going to fly.
Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, gosh.
So and during the break, you said you had some questions.
Yeah, man, I got
that you need my knowledge on, since I can teach anyone anything.
I've got questions, dude. Like with you and your first wife.
Yeah.
And everything. Like when y'all were talking about the wedding, wanting to do everything, did you want to just blow your top out of how complicated / easy this is?
Well, yes and no. Mainly because, and we didn't have a big extravagant thing. And the problem with, as far as decorating and wanting to do this and wanting to do that, was not her. We had pretty much like, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that, and done. The problem is, and I'm running into the same issue with this one, is the other people. Y'all should do this. Y'all should do that. Well, why are y'all doing that? That's stupid.
I don't have that problem.
Right. But no, it's one of those things that it's a difference in man and woman. Women dream about their marriage day since the time they're 3 years old.
Oh yeah, and that's why I'm giving mine the wedding that she wants.
Yeah, and basically, and what I told my last wife was, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. Because let's be real, as far as decorations and stuff, 98% of the guys around the world, I don't give a damn.
I don't care, just
Yeah, I mean, we'll do whatever. The only thing that I wanted to do, like the only thing that I was set on, was we didn't get married in the church, but they had a fellowship hall that I wanted to get married there because my papa had passed away before this, and that's where he was buried. Like, that was the only thing.
That was your, hey, I don't care what we do, as long as it's this.
Yeah, we can have our colors green and orange. I don't care, but as long as it's here.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I've been trying to get her on this show so we could do a co-parenting.
Oh, my God.
But she don't want to do it.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, we get along.
I know y'all get along, but I'm just saying, ding, ding, ding.
We might end up arguing just because we argue over dumb shit still. But we're nowhere near to where we was when we was married.
When am I going to get to see my madman again? Because I had fun aggravating that little turd in Walmart.
Hey, man, he's here every weekend. Every weekend. And again, when he's here, we don't do anything. And not that we can right now anyways, but we don't go anywhere. We make our every other week trip to Walmart and we're home.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, man. Me and my fiance, when we ran into you at Walmart and everything, dude, that little bitty redhead that's about to be your step.
Yeah.
God almighty, is she precious.
She is. She is.
She is. Oh, man.
Don't let her fool you, though. She is a handful and a half.
Oh, man.
Ooh, and I call her a little ninja because she is so light-footed. She can walk right in front of you and not even notice. Meanwhile, my son, when he walks through the house, it sounds like a damn herd of buffalo.
Thump, 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 thump.
But you got to watch her because she can sneak around anywhere. She's like a little cat. That's why I call her the little red-headed ninja. So, here's a question for you.
Oh, okay.
Now that your wedding is getting closer, or y'all are planning it, and it's getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
As much as guys like to talk trash, but, well, I don't feel no different. Are you a little bit nervous? I was nervous as shit.
Man, right now, I'm not nervous. But, we're, 6-7 months out. I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say...
So, when is the plan for the wedding? What day?
It'll be the 24th of October is what we've got set. Because
it's during football season?
Fucking, it's during everything. The one thing that I told her that, we both agreed we wanted a fall wedding.
Yeah.
And what me and her talked about is...
Because around here, fall's the only time you get decent weather.
Exactly.
It's either extremely cold or burn your nutsack hot.
And we figured, the week before Halloween, that would be perfect, because, it's bow season, people bow hunt, but it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's like some of my other buddies of mine that I've talked to that's like, oh, you're getting married during this. I was like, dude, I'm not. The wedding's not at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, and what does it matter? I was like, you're going to sit out there till you hear the first mosquito.
Yeah.
or anything. But yeah, dude, we got it set for the 24th of October, dude, and it's gonna.
So is it are you wearing a tux and everything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, y'all gonna fall out with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, while we're here, while we're talking about it, man, let me pull up this picture right here, dude. I'm gonna show you the ensemble that we have, dude. And these are bad to me. If before I show you this picture,
yeah.
all right, I'll tell you it's light gray.
Yep.
And it's gonna be kind of real off olive green tie and everything.
Right.
Now, you sat there without seeing this picture, you're like, I don't see them colors working.
Yeah.
Well, dude, let me just show you.
Yeah, they work.
They work. That is not cool.
They work. Yeah. I like it.
And what me and her talked about, of course, I let her pick the colors.
Of course.
As long as it wasn't,
Stupid with it.
as long as it wasn't. Oh, God, because she's from Junction. As long as it wasn't them colors.
Did she try that?
No, she knew better than to try that purple and yellow with me.
You got to try to get her on here. You think she'll come on here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll get her on there.
Okay.
Yeah. See if we can embarrass her or something.
Mrs. Superman, you have to come on the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw her name out, but...
Yeah, I'm with you. But, for this whole wedding thing, man, me and her were talking. And, we got everything. And, I was like, look, you pick the colors. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I told her, I was like, the one thing I want to pick, is I want to match, suits with, your colors, which I did.
Yeah.
And I think I did good at it. But I was like, look, the one thing that I want, normal people that wear boutonnieres, it's a flower, you're going to throw it away.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
All right. I told her, I was like, I want to pick, the boutonniere out for the men. Well, fine, pick whatever you want. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, as long as it ain't tacky. I was like, oh, fine, cool, whatever. But these are the boutonnieres that I picked out, and this is gonna be his first time seeing them. So
yeah.
We're gonna get his first reaction and see what he thinks about them. Because me, personally, I love them.
Right. Okay, so... Okay, I see what it is now. So what it is, there's a small fishing lure in there. And, it's got the little, livery.
Yeah, it's got the livery and everything in there.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's you.
Exactly.
It's
me.
It's a little fishing lure, and where the hook normally is, it's bent more in a fancy design.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's...
How'd she take it?
Surprisingly, she really liked it. She really liked it, man.
Right. I don't know. And Dan and I talked about this on a previous episode. People stress themselves out way too much on weddings.
Oh, I'm not going to stress myself out.
You will. You'll end up being stressed. I promise you.
Don't tell me that. God,
I was. As far as low key as my first wedding was, I still got to a point where I was stressed out. But I couldn't show it or say I was, because then that would have stressed her out even more.
Oh, dog.
So, but it was one of those things, because in our wedding, even though it wasn't expensive, her and I still paid for everything. Like 100% of everything was paid for by us.
See, that was the first thing, me and my significant other. That's what me and her sat down and we talked about and everything. And I told her, I was like, all right, look. I was like, I want to give you the wedding that you want.
Yeah.
And everything. I was like, we don't need to spend this $20,000, $30,000.
No, people who do that, I'm sorry, you're stupid.
But I talked to her. I gave her a budget. And I said, look, this is what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And, dude, we're going to make it.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's good. But, like, And one of the things that my previous wife, the mother of my son, she stressed about is after we got through for paying for the wedding and everything, we didn't have the money for catering and all this. You know, like, people are going to come here and want to eat. I was like, look, here's what we're going to do. After the wedding, we're going to go to a restaurant. People can come there and buy their own food. If they don't want to show up, F them.
Exactly. And like I said, man, that's, like with me and her, and, with like what I told you when I was sitting there, me and you were talking, I told you, yeah, man, it's going to be this. It's going to be an open bar.
Yeah.
Because I feel deep down that, hey, these people have taken the time out of their day to come celebrate me and my fiance's special day together. They want to hang out. They want to be around us. So I'm going to have an open bar. Everything for the people that are invited. This is for y'all. I want y'all to relax, have a good time. And me and her went to talking about, well, we need to feed everybody. And, I'm an avid hunter.
Yeah.
Kill. Love it. So
take that, PETA.
Yeah. People that eat tasty animals. But yeah, man, me and her, we're gonna do one or two things. We're either gonna do, the big chili bar with all the big fixings.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna do the big taco bar.
Yeah.
And me and my future father-in-law last year, we set up and, dude, I think we killed together, I think 10 deer. So
that's a pretty good chunk of meat.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think we processed, because we killed, I think 6 of them kind of real close together. And I think when it was all said and done, I think we packed up right at 900 pounds of deer meat. Hamburger meat. Now, that's not including, your heart and your back straps and everything. But I think we put 900 pounds. So I told him, I said, look, we got to make room for next year. So we're going to do this taco bar.
Yeah.
Or this chili. I was like, yeah, let's take about fucking 200 pounds and let her go.
And the thing I was telling my first wife, and the thing that I'm having to tell the one now, yeah, we want everybody to have a good time, but me personally, I'm not going to stress myself or go in debt for it.
No, I'm not.
If you can afford it and you're comfortable with it, great. But at the end of the day, I'm good with doing a courthouse wedding, having a couple people at a restaurant,
letting her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
But we're going to do the little party here. We're going to try to have some catering. And
I wouldn't worry about it. You want me to tell you what'd be a good catering?
What's that?
Here, everybody, here's your stick. Here's some hot dogs and some marshmallows. Because I go and tell you have hot dogs and marshmallows at this little party, this fat kid right here, he going to eat.
Well, see, I suggested something like that, I think. But I think she wants a little more. And this is her first time being married, so I'm like, okay. All right.
All right. Here's your compromise.
Well, the compromise was, but she can do whatever she wants here for the party, as long as I don't have to have an actual wedding. I don't want to do the tux and people and churches and this and that.
Well, you got to have a witness. Who's your witness?
We ain't got that far yet.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you. You got to have a witness before anybody will sign off.
I know that, but
Hell, let me know, bud.
Yeah.
I'll come. Put my John Hancock down.
My idea was to go find some random crackhead walking down the road and be like, hey, you want to make $5?
All I need is your signature on a piece of paper.
Right.
I feel you. Now, Tyler, I'm looking around here in this palace.
Yeah.
What's up with the, y'all bowling here?
That was here when we got here. And, yeah, there are plastic bowling pins and a plastic bowling ball. The kids love it. My son will come out here, and he doesn't understand that he's supposed to roll it, and he'll throw a full John Smoltz windup on it.
Oh, come on, Randy Johnson.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be a lefty because he gravitates towards throwing with his left. So, but he doesn't want to play baseball. I tried to get him to play t-ball. He didn't want to do it. He wants to play football.
Really?
Yeah. So I didn't want to force him into it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't want to force him into it.
And it's like I would hope he gets into baseball, but even if he doesn't and wants to play, I don't know, soccer, I'm gonna be like, oh God, you're playing soccer. But all right, let's do it and go be the best.
That's right. Hey, this right here, man, is I have, after I get married, I have a child of my own and everything. This is something me and you talked about well before kids.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to do this, man. We'll have to put our team together.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Coach a little league team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'll go ahead and tell you.
Your kid's probably gonna cry.
I go ahead and tell you. I'll even sit back. This is head coach Jones.
Right. So make me the main asshole.
Oh, okay. Well then, fine. All right. I was trying to put it out to. Here's the head coach. I'll be the assistant. I'll be the one that jumps on everybody. But hell, if it's got to be the head coach, I got big shoulders, buddy. I will tell a mama or daddy real quick to sit down.
Yeah, and oh man, it would be fun to be a coach, but I have a hard time putting up with my own kids.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, we're gonna be coaches and everything, and we're gonna run these kids like we did back when we were 10, 11 years old.
I think that's called child abuse now.
There's a gray area there. As long as we don't physically put our hands on them.
I can't guarantee that either. I don't know, because man, I helped one year when my stepson was t-ball. I say I helped. I was just there when the other coach couldn't get off work.
Oh, I got you a good story.
My God, man, I could not deal. It's like, okay, this kid swung a bat and missed the ball, and he's crying. Like, really? This is what we're doing. And it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, man, I got you good, man. I was probably 23, 24 at the most. And one of my buddies, he was a coach, and he called me at about 4:30, and he's like, look, man, hey, I don't ask for much and everything, and I hate asking people for favors. He's like, but dude, he's like, I can't make my baseball practice, and he's like, I got baseball practice today. He's like, man, he's like, you know a lot about baseball. I was like, yeah. He's like, you think you can go be coach today? He's like, I'll call these parents, let them know, hey. I was like, yeah, dude, no problem. I'll go help. I'll go help these kids.
Show them how to do it.
Yeah, so I get up there. I'm talking to them, and I was like, look, man, y'all don't call me coach. Y'all just call me Jake.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here for a day. I'm here to help y'all. I was like, but look, man, I'm going to teach y'all some stuff. And, everybody was all excited and stuff. And then the excitement
out
that fast. And, dude, I sat there and I was watching. And, I didn't want to say nothing because these aren't, my kids. This ain't nothing. Well, I started listening to the parents yell at their kids.
Yeah.
Get your glove off your face. Stand up. Get ready. And, we was just I was letting them have, live VP.
Yeah.
And, I was like, I'll pitch to y'all, and, we're just it's going to be a fun practice.
Yeah.
Well, then everybody just kind of went to, I don't want to be here. You're not my coach. And so then, dude, like that spot back when we were kids.
Yeah.
That switched on me real quick, and I hollered at them. And I hollered at the kids, and I sat there and told them that, look, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm not your coach. I was like, but I'm here trying to help y'all.
Yeah.
Kind of build up your little fundamentals. I was like, if y'all don't want to practice, y'all tell me right now and don't waste my time. I was like, I'll leave and I'll call practice early. And you know, every single one of them kids sat there and said, we don't want to practice. So I told them, I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I'll call practice. I was like, so the last thing we'll do is I will, just give y'all some conditioning real quick.
Yeah.
And I will
get your breath.
Send y'all on your way. So they was like, okay, yeah. So apparently what their coach used to make them do is just like run the bases.
Oh no.
And so I was sitting there talking to them, and that's like, this is what coach makes us do. And I was like, okay, so y'all just want to run bases? So it's like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to tell y'all what. We're going to play tag. And that's like, well, what's tag? I was like, well, what we're going to do, I'm going to send the very first person. And that's like, yeah. I was like, right before they touch first base, I'm sending the second person. Your job's to catch them.
Yeah.
And that's like, okay. So I sent the first one, which I already knew deep down inside they had no idea what I was talking about.
Right. So
they didn't know nothing about my master plan that I had in the back of my mind, because all these little kids told me I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So I had them take off and do it. And of course, nobody called each other. They were all sitting there. Oh, I was like, all right, come on, let's run it again. And that's like, okay. And they take off trying to do it again. And I was like, look, how's everybody feel? They said, oh, we're tired. And I was like, so this is y'all don't feel like a team or nothing? That's like, no, we're just tired. We want to go home. I said, all right, look, I'm going to make y'all do one more thing. That's like, okay, what's that? Dude, I picked up a bucket of baseballs. And I threw one up in the air. I hit it as far as I could. I did that to the whole bucket of baseballs. And then I took one, and I was holding it in my hand. And I told them, I was like, look, practice is over. I want y'all bring me all the baseballs back.
Yeah.
Put them here in this bucket. So these kids, man, they're hitting a dead sprint. They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They grab all these baseballs. They come back, and they're like, okay, all right, here's all the baseballs. I was like, oh, y'all forgot one. I'm holding it in my hand. And they go to snatch it. I was like, hold on. Dude, I'm telling you, if I did not rear back and throw that son of a gun, I promise you, I could have threw it over from home plate over the Babe Ruth field fence.
Yeah.
Because I was so mad at these kids from, just like, y'all aren't being taught nothing.
Right.
And dude, they took off. They went back. All of them went, found the ball. They all ran back and stuff. And, I was like, all right, look, practice is over. Talk to everybody. Talk to some of the parents that were, like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And, 2 days later, they played a baseball game. And two of the parents for sure, and my buddy that was a coach came back and told me, that's like, man, I don't know what you did at practice. He's like, these kids were not winded.
Yeah.
Like they have been like the past 2 or 3 games. And I was like, look, man, I just know how to mess with the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is a line. You got to be hard on them, but yet you can't be an asshole.
Exactly. I can't tell you some guns to
yeah.
Give me 500 wind sprints and
right.
Come talk to me in the morning.
But the problem goes back to the biggest problem with youth sports is parents.
It is
100% parents. As once again, the beer is getting to Jake.
Yeah.
He has to go out. So I'm gonna sit here and ramble and provide filler. The problem with youth sports is parents. You have parents who thought they were so great when they played, or wasn't good enough to make it, who try to live vicariously through their kids. They holler at them. They bitch at them. They complain. I mean, I've even heard parents tell their kids, hey, you suck. You need to work at this. Have their kid up at the field after the game, hurling line drives at their head. That's what makes kids not want to play. We have this weird mystery about why kids don't want to play. And the main reason being because you are probably a shitty sports parent.
Exactly. It goes back to, say, me and you don't know each other. Say my son or my daughter is on your team, and they come back and they tell me, and this is just the way that I am. I know you're the same way. Just vice versa. If your stepdaughter or madman was on my team and everything, I'm not gonna. If your coach comes down and tells you, hey, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, I'm not gonna change it.
Yeah.
That's your coach. You listen to him. He knows what's best. It does me no good to tell you to do it this way, and your coach is trying to get you to do it this way.
Yeah.
And that's one of the big problems.
That is fair, but I have seen some coaches, and God bless them, they're all volunteer, who have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, now, if they, they're sitting there trying to tell, my kid or whatever to, turn your glove in, slide out. No, I'm going to tell you how to properly do it.
And again, we're not saying don't play catch or something with your kid. Don't teach them. But in the middle of a game, don't be yelling at them, telling them what they need to do.
Don't do that.
Because you want them to pay attention, but then you're yelling out from your bleacher seat while you're scarfing down your nachos to move left or move right. Shut up.
And you want to yell at your kids to do this and everything, but you're too, I guess, lazy. It would be a good word. You're too lazy to sacrifice your time because that's what that coach is doing.
Yeah.
Don't yell at your kid to move left, move right, move back, move forward, get down, do all this when you should take it upon yourself. If that's what you want to do, be a coach.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's something different if you're at home. Hey, work with them.
Yeah, let me show you this.
But during the game, if you're one of them parents that yells from the stands during the game to try and coach your kid, you're garbage. Because not only are you distracting him or her from the game, you're also singling them out and embarrassing them.
Exactly. The best thing to do in that situation is after the game, just be like, hey, look, if this was me, I'd play up 5-6 steps, or I'd play back a little bit, move left, move right, get down, show your stance.
Because you and I have a common friend who has a kid in the Little League, or was, and he would yell from the bleachers and try to coach his kid. Even if the coach said, hey, do this, this person would yell from the bleachers, no, you don't do that, you need to do this. And he would yell across the field. And when his kid came into the dugout...
you talking TS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would curse at his kid. It's like, man, and I've talked to this person about it, and I'm like, man, you calm down.
Oh, I jumped this person's behind real good because his son, I was there since he was born.
Yeah.
All of his kids call me Uncle Jake.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and he was, Uncle Jake, can you come to one of my ball games and I couldn't ever really get my work schedule to line up. Well, then one day I got it to, and I told him, I said, hey, look, buddy. I was like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at your game. I was like, I'm going to be hollering for you and everything else. And, of course, that's what I was going to do. I didn't care what it was. I was going to let that boy know, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
And his second at bat, his daddy was sitting beside me. And this young man's on, he's sitting right there. He's on deck. His daddy just quits talking to me, jumps up, goes right behind the home plate.
Yeah.
And then tries to coach his kid on...
While he's trying to hit.
Yeah. Leave him alone.
Right.
Leave him be.
Yeah. And what sucks is this kid loves sports, and he's a pretty good athlete for his age, but he's getting to the point where he don't want to play anymore. Because he knows once he does, he's going to have...
Daddy in his ear.
Yeah, Daddy's gonna be shoving nonsense down his throat.
And his daddy loved him to death.
Yeah.
He'd call me right now, I'll cut this podcast short and I'm out.
Yeah.
I love him. But
he's flawed like everybody else.
He's this athlete that thinks he's better than what he actually is what the whole problem is.
All right.
I'm dead serious. Like you talk to him, he's gonna tell you this story that sounds good, but then he's like, well, I've got my kids, and these teams wanted me to come to their spring practice, and I was just like, all right, dude. Yeah. Whatever you think, buddy.
Right. So, let's take a complete left turn. We're about to wrap up here.
All right, left turn. Here we go.
Complete left turn to not so serious stuff. Okay. Realistically.
Oh, God, we're getting realistic. Hang on.
There you go. Think with your head, not your heart.
Okay.
Who you got for the World Series if we have a season?
If we have a season this year.
Who's the AL and who's NL?
Realistically.
Yeah, with your head, not your heart.
All right. From last year, and then looking what they've done, and looking at other stuff, I honestly, deep down, this team was not far at Atlanta.
I hope so.
Realistically, I have Atlanta for the NL.
Yeah.
And then also deep down, not with my heart, but just with my head, from the way it's looking. And if this happens, and it comes to 7, I don't care what it costs. I'll get it. We'll just have to work out the details later. But honestly, deep down, me, just personally, I have Atlanta for the NL, and I have Houston for the AL, and I have Game 7 being played Minute Maid Park.
Oh. Do you know, oh my God, do you know how much of a heart attack I'm going to have if Atlanta makes it to Game 7 of World Series? Against anyone, really.
Well, I'm just saying. I'll put it right here. We'll go back. We'll replay this at 9:03 on April the 29th. That deep, not my heart, but my mind. That's what I have. Game 7, Atlanta Braves against Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park, because Astros is going to have the better record.
Yeah. The one reason I would say maybe not the Braves, and as much as I hate to say that, they lost a big bat in Josh Donaldson. They lost 30 homers and 100 RBIs. And losing Garrett Cole for the Astros, That's a big loss.
Well, it's not see who we got rid of.
Who'd you get rid of?
Springer's gone, buddy.
Springer's gone? Really?
They cut him. Or they didn't cut him, they might trade with him. George is gone.
Why?
Because we're stupid.
So there's.
Oh, that's the talk. That's the talk and everything that I read. He's gone.
So we don't know that for a fact yet.
It's not 100% set in stone. I cannot say yes.
Okay, so if I'm thinking with my head and not my heart, because if I'm going with my heart, I would say Atlanta, but I've been let down so many years. With my head, and as much as I hate to say it, they were a team that was close to the World Series and then added an MVP. The Dodgers. They added, I don't like it either, but they added a Cy Young winner and the MVP.
I don't care who they added, what they added. Dodgers have got a Dodgers curse.
They're overrated for sure.
They're overrated. And they are. Dodgers has been a good team, but look at every time Dodgers have been in the World Series.
But they got cheated out of one.
No, whatever. They freeze. Like, look what they did against the Cubs. They froze. Against the Astros, no cheating, no whatever. They froze. And
yeah. See, here's my thing with the whole Astros cheated. Okay, even if they had signs while they were hitting, the Dodgers still could not hit the Astros pitchers.
No, you can't. You can't.
So how do you explain that? How do you explain that?
You could not. The best pitcher right now in baseball, the highest paid pitcher in baseball, is Justin Verlander.
He has found his little second win.
You're not gonna touch the boy when he's on, and everything's clicking right for him.
Yeah,
you're not gonna touch him.
So you made a bold prediction. You said Braves, Astros.
Oh, that's what I believe.
I'm going rematch, Dodgers, Astros.
Well, are you talking about last year's rematch?
The year they won the World Series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was year before last.
Yeah. But here's my bold prediction. For the first time in I don't know how long, a dark horse team that will make the playoffs and make a run.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
No. No. Seattle Mariners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seattle, I think, at 9:07 on what's today? April
27?
April
29th.
April 29th at 9:06 p.m. Central Time. I'm calling it. Seattle Mariners make the playoffs. Not only do they make it to the playoffs, they make it to the League Championship Series.
We want to know your World Series.
Huh?
We want to know who's...
I said Dodgers, Astros.
Dodgers, Astros. All right.
Yeah, Astros are going to win the West. Seattle's going to get in from the wild card.
They're going to lose to the Dodgers.
No, they're going to lose to the Astros in the LCS. Remember, Astros are American League now. So are the Mariners.
I thought the Mariners were
national. They're American League.
No, okay.
Yeah, they're in the same.
Hey, I'll tell you another thing, man. While we got a few more minutes right here before time expires, I'm going to tell you another thing that going to be one to watch out for, and this is in my conference. That's Oakland A's.
Oakland is. Here's the thing. Oakland is always good. Like, they're always the team that nobody wants to play. But their front office people will not spend money to keep these players.
No, and not ever since. Have you seen
Moneyball?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Moneyball. They talked about Scott Hatteberg and
Jason Giambi.
What they did not mention in that movie was Barry Zito, Tim Hudson, and Mark Mulder, all guys who won 20 games in that year they were talking about. They had 3 starters that won 20 games. They were 3 top of the line starters. They forgot to mention that for some reason in Moneyball.
Oh, well, it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah. You had 3 top-notch, dominant starting pitchers, and they, Moneyball, all because he did sabermetrics and got cheap players who were decent at this, and
But did it work?
they didn't win the title.
But I don't know. I'm talking about from where they were to where they ended.
It worked for 1 year.
That's all it takes.
But did it really work since they didn't win anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like the Dodgers. They're spending a lot of money. They got David Price, Mookie Betts, Clayton Kershaw.
Whoa, hold on. Mookie Betts ain't with the Red Sox no more?
No, they traded David Price and Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. That's why I said the Dodgers. Because they were already close. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah. Wow.
Yeah.
See, that just shows you, man, like, I haven't really looked. But
Yeah, that's why I said they were already pretty good. And then they added a Cy Young winner and an MVP. A guy who's an MVP who has not even reached his prime yet.
I don't know, man. Dodgers may,
Yeah.
they may sneak it in there, but hey, if it comes to Dodgers, Astros, I'm with my boys.
Yeah.
I can't. But, I'm sorry. I said Springer earlier. I cannot say that 100% in confidence now that I'm thinking about it. And everything. It may be in Correa.
Oh, we'll have to look. I'll look it up.
One of them, Astros has gotten rid of.
It's kind of a stupid trade. If they
It's very.
Houston is a big thing with stupid trades now. The Texans traded DeAndre Hopkins, who is, if not the best, definitely top 3 best receiver in the league right now, and they traded him.
I don't know.
I mean, what the hell? So when NFL starts, even though there's been absolutely nothing, let's go ahead and throw out a preliminary prediction. Super Bowl, go for it.
Our Super Bowls, I've got. And I'm saying this because I'm not 100% sure. Is Baltimore and Kansas in the same?
Yeah, they're in the same division or conference.
So.
And a lot of people are up on Baltimore because of Lamar Jackson. He had a great year, but see, here's the thing. Now teams have a full year on him. Things are going to change a little bit.
All right. Here we go. I'm making my predictions right now.
All right. And when the season starts for all these, we'll come back after, like when MLB starts and they play 30 or 40 games, we'll come back and see if we still feel good.
I'm going to give you Kansas City back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, fair. Because they added more firepower on their offense.
Yeah, look at the fucking running back they just got.
Yeah.
I'm giving Kansas City, and I'm going to give it, I ain't going to say who I wish, but I'm going to say who I think.
He wants the Cowboys to be in there.
I'm going to say it's hard to knock this team, and I hate them with a passion. But I'm going to have to say Seattle.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to say Seahawks.
Thing with Seattle, though, is their game plan is hold a block long enough so Russell Wilson can run around and find something. But somehow it's been effective.
Yeah, that's all. That's my predictions right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Kansas City. And I'm going to say Seattle in the Super Bowl.
Right. So,
let's hear what you got.
Well, I'm going to go with 2. One's not real. The one that I think would be hilarious, since Tampa Bay is in the NFC.
Oh, okay.
To have Brady and the Buccaneers versus the Patriots.
I would love that.
That would be hilarious.
Now, who you pulling for?
I would have to pull for one reason only. Because I like Mike Evans as a receiver. I think at the end of his time, we're going to look at him and say he was one of the best of the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, okay.
Mike Evans is a beast for a wide receiver.
Now, I just thought about this and everything. I'm telling you, another team to watch out for. Big Tennessee.
Tennessee. I do like Tennessee. But Tannehill had a great year. Or he came in and had a solid year, and Derrick Henry was just an absolute beast. For those of you younger people that are listening to this, Derrick Henry is as old school as a back as you can get.
Hard up the middle.
I'm going to run up the middle. I'm going to come at you. Let's see who the bigger man is. Try and tackle me.
I'm going to tell you where I'm coming.
Yeah. But my real pick.
Your real pick. Here we go.
I had Kansas City.
Okay.
And as much as I don't want to say it because they annoy me so much and their fans annoy me, I think this will be his last year and they're going to throw some shit out and the Saints get in there. And plus, I would love to see a Mahomes versus Breeze shootout in the Super Bowl. Either way,
be a good one.
Whoever's in the Super Bowl, I want it to be like a 55-50 game.
See, that's why I'm different from you. That's why I played defense in high school. That was my whole career. I like, and this is just me, like the Patriots and the Rams, that was a very low scoring game. But I loved it because I'm a defensive player.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a defensive battle. It's just...
I like to see the little bedazzle.
Yeah, the Super Bowl has gotten so shitty. The halftime show sucks because they have.
Whoa! Old girl shaking last year.
Who?
What's her name? Not Jennifer Lopez. The other one. Shakira. No,
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Whoever the white girl. Oh.
Okay, but it's not good music.
No. Ever since Rolling Stones was the best. It was the last good music.
That's another conversation for another day. I hate the Rolling Stones. But God. The music is crap. They get all this dance anthem pop music nonsense that sounds the same.
You know who needs to play?
What's that?
At the halftime? And I would love it. Would be somebody like Disturbed.
Well, that was the thing a couple years ago when the Super Bowl was in San Francisco. San Francisco, home of Metallica, that small little band Metallica, and they get Maroon 5.
Oh, well, that's because what's his name?
Yeah. And the last few years, the commercials have been crap. They're all
last year
they're all a bunch of political ads, and most of them are, "Hey, F you, Trump."
I don't know, man. Last year's commercials are pretty good. I like the Sam Elliott commercial last year.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl last year. I had zero interest in it. Once Tennessee got put out, because it was that these are the underdogs. Who the hell are they? Oh, they're winning. They beat the Patriots.
Oh, hey, I'm telling you. Another thing, man. Like I said, we'll have to come back on here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But you better watch out for San Francisco, dude. San Francisco loaded back up.
I don't know if Garoppolo's what everybody thinks he is.
Yeah, he may not be, but just better watch out.
And Rams, what happened to y'all?
Oh, we got a 21-year-old coach. That's what happened to us.
He relied too much on their running back, and now he's hurt.
Yeah, no.
Well, they don't even have him anymore.
No, yeah, Gurley's gone.
Yeah. So, we're going to come back. We got to do this again, like, in a week or so. And, have a straight sports episode.
We definitely will. We won't ruin this. We'll sit here. We'll argue, debate.
Yeah, because there's some things that I want to get into that I have problems with in the sports world.
There is. And also, I'm going to go ahead and say this right here, right now. During our break, me and T-Nigs.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say that.
He can say T-Nigs. It's Tyler. Tyler, if anybody knows anything about Wild Boys and everything, T-Nigs, it's nothing bad.
Yeah, it was an old dude, Cajun guy in the swamp. That's what they called him, and they all thought it would be funny to call me that.
Yeah, so that happened. Tyler's had the name T Nix for I don't know how long. It's been a very long time. But me and Tyler, we talked during our break. There's something going on because I would love for y'all to have me back. I'd love for your partner to be here where we can go live.
Yeah.
Or do not live, but do the video thing. And there's something right here that we talked about that I think is going to be funny. It's going to be fun.
Jake wants to kill us.
And we'll just leave it at some people. We're going to find out how tough they are.
I'm not going to be very tough. I'll say I might make it to round 2.
But I'll leave it at this, bud, and we'll let it go. Tyler?
Yep.
Man, dude, I very much appreciate me and you talking. You get me on the Greek Godcast. This is Jake Robertson. I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all get on here, subscribe, pay these boys these $3 a month. That's all they're asking. Yep. And everything this is going to help with the studio. This is going to help with everything.
The future plans we have for community.
You're going to be upset whenever it's going to cost you $1,000 to mess with these boys. You're going to wish you got in here at $3 a month. So y'all
when I get out of my limo wearing my aviators.
That's right.
And you're asking for my autograph.
That's right. Y'all come on. Y'all get into this and everything. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. These boys have got something coming on. It's going to be big.
Slowly but surely, we're growing.
I got a lot of faith in them, man. I really do. I've enjoyed this. This was only supposed to be a 40-minute segment. It's turned into the longest podcast they've had.
Yeah, see, this is what happens, folks. Again, this is normally when me and Jake get together, this is what happens. This time, the only thing different is we just hit record.
Yeah, so imagine what y'all are going to get whenever y'all can watch a video.
Yeah.
To this, because this is going to be good.
So, we're going to have him back on. We're going to shoot, maybe next week.
Hey, let me know, bud.
Maybe next week, and it'll be a straight sports episode, so we can argue and bicker over sports. We won't reminisce. We won't sound like the old guys.
Can we do this? Can we do this with the video? Get your boy in here. We'll have a good time.
I'm sure we can. If not, because that's why we have trouble scheduling sometimes. Because he also has a wife and 2 kids.
Well,
but if nothing else, I can get my laptop and try to do it. Have him coach me.
Hey, I'll go and tell you. Man. Worst comes to worst, we can do this out at Robertson Land. If you need Wi-Fi and everything else, and it ain't gonna be no beautiful studio like what's going on here.
That's exactly what this is.
But you may see a bunch of open fields, hear a couple of chickens and some turkeys and everything else. But
yeah, I can probably get my computer. We can do this on video if Danny can't make it.
Yeah, if he can't, man, we're having trouble, dude, and everything. Like I said, we can go to my place.
Yeah. So we'll get it done for our sports episode. Hopefully next week. I can tell you one thing. Alabama fans, you're probably going to be mad. But we still love you.
Woo pig.
Woo damn pig. And that's all she wrote. Be good. Thanks for listening. I got 2 minutes. Go to patreon.com/GreekGodcast. $3 a month to donate. Again, it'll help us get new sound equipment, new camera, and future plans, which we're almost fully got planned out that we're going to do something for Union County. Also, go to YouTube, search up Greek Godcast, subscribe, like, share it with your folks, and we've already said it, but let's end it on a woo damn pig.
That's right. Woo pig, baby.